Martin is here. Mio kisses. Hello. Linda. Hello. Chip the watermelon is back. Nice one, Linda. Tooth loop and dandelion gum. Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. I had to set up pretty fast. I didn't want to be late, and somehow I ended up being on Discord doing debates, and I forgot how the time flies. And I also had to oil up because today it's very sunny, as you see, and very warm. So I'm all oiled up. Now I just got to put the signs, and we're all ready.
Zo kritisch is, ik denk van ja, kom, maar ik ga daar gewoon naartoe of zo boven de stad.
Okay. Almost ready. Right about the camera. Is the sound good? Can I get a confirmation, please, that the sound is good? Here, okay. Okay, let's get this rolling. How is everyone doing? How is your Vistopia going? Holy crap, it's warm outside. I'm doing good. I'm a little bit, I had the whole week with the We the Free team, and we worked the whole week, of course, and we discussed about animal rights and how to better ourselves as animal rights activists and how we can move everything moving forward. It was very interesting, but it was also a little bit hard landing back into reality, You so easily get used to this idea that everyone's vegan around you, that you have absolutely no issue with everything. Looks hot there. Martin's gonna get up to 17 degrees today. It's summer weather. Yeah. Yeah, so it was a bit hard coming back to reality after that whole week. But it's nice. Hi, you wanna have a conversation?
I just saw it. I think, okay, I have time, so.
Love it. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, nice. 1 second. I'm gonna start this. Yeah, all good. You wanna come here so that you interview?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Carla.
Carla, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Where are you
Nice
from,
to meet
Carla?
you. Spain, Barcelona.
Spain, Barcelona. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the weather's kind of similar to here.
Yeah. At least now, because it wasn't a few days ago, but.
Yeah, you're lucky. You don't get a lot of days like this. So that's nice. Do you live here in Amsterdam, or do you?
I don't live in Amsterdam, but I live a bit down.
Oh, in the Netherlands, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
For 6 months, I've been living here.
Nice. Love it. How do you like it?
I love it.
Love it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. I'm from Romania, but I live here, and I'm like, I love it here.
Yeah.
So, Carla, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
I also have like my own battle with it.
Yeah.
Because I would love to do more.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I'm not part of the solution, I am part of the problem.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I love animals.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And when we say we love animals, do you think we care about them as we love other objects, or we love them as we love individuals?
For me, at least, like I have 3 dogs.
Yeah.
But they're back in Spain, but it's like my own son. You
Yeah.
know. For me, it's more like individuals.
Yeah.
But it's very, it depends, because we are like that with dogs, but we're not like that with like fish, or, like I eat salmon and I don't feel as bad as if I ate my dog.
Yeah.
Because it's, it's a bit hypocritical.
Yeah. And I mean, you actually hit the nail on the head, because this is what I was going towards, right? Like, obviously some animals, we see them as the individuals that they are, like the cats or the dogs.
Yeah.
But some other animals, like cows, chickens, pigs, and fish, we don't. But do you think they are just as much individuals as dogs are?
I think so, yes, but I don't act as if they are. So I have my own battles with it, but they are.
Well, what's holding you back from acting towards them as individuals and not kill them, you know?
Sorry, what's the question?
What's holding you back from acting as if they are individuals?
Now, the fact that it's so normalized to just go to the supermarket and you get like a salmon fillet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I had to just go and kill a cow and eat it, I wouldn't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Yeah.
but it's just so easy because you see it on a plate and then you eat it. So I feel like we're very separated from that, but not as separated for like a dog or a cat.
Oh,
I feel like that's,
I can appreciate that, but do you think we need to do it?
to like kill a
Yeah,
cow.
like, do you think we need to consume animal products, for example?
I want to stop, you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah,
like
okay.
from an ethical point of view, I think we should stop.
Yeah.
But it's just too difficult, I think. 'Cause,
I like what you're saying, Carla.
yeah.
Uh,
Like I wouldn't kill a cow, you know, but I
Yeah.
like eating cows, so it's
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, because a lot of the times, you know, we disconnect the product from the animal, right?
Exactly.
Because I'm sure that if you were around cows and you would see that they run around, they have zoomies like dogs do,
Yeah.
that they play with balls like dogs do, that they even, I don't know if you've seen this recently, they discovered a cow who, on her own, managed to use a tool in 2 separate ways, which is something that like multi-tool use is something we've only seen in other monkeys or chimpanzees.
Yeah.
So they're very intelligent actually for who they are. I'm sure that if you were around them, you would form more of a connection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to eat it.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, the reality is that all these products that are available, they're there. You're right. But there's also this other side of products that are available, right? Like plant-based products. Mm-hmm. Do you think that is there more difficulty for you to pick up an animal product versus a plant-based product?
I think it's difficult because nowadays you can find anything and everything has like a vegan option to
Exactly. Yeah.
it. But it's just more, I don't know, maybe it's, I'm not sure actually. Like, I have my doubts with that. It's not difficult, but maybe it's just too
Maybe you're
good.
just used to it.
Yeah, I'm just used to it. And
Yeah.
like in Spain, like we're very, like we eat a lot of pig. We eat
I've seen
every
that.
part of the pig.
Yeah.
Like we're a very carnivorous society there. So I'm trying to like eat less and less and less. And even if I'm not like 100% vegan or like vegetarian, even if it's like a 20% less every month, that I feel like it already makes a difference. Not for the cow because it's already going to be in the supermarket, it's already
Yeah.
going to be dead, but for my own sanity, I feel like I'm doing less harm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, you probably are doing less harm by reducing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't think we should look at this problem that way, right? Like, we shouldn't look at the problem from our perspective, because when we look at it from our perspective, we can say we're reducing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to draw this hypothetical example, which is just an analogy. It doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
I'm not equating the situations. But let's imagine that an individual, like a human being, is being oppressed, or a certain group of human beings are being oppressed.
Yeah.
If everybody in the society would participate in that form of oppression, one person saying I'm going to do less would mean less individuals would be oppressed.
Yeah.
But that person would also say, it would also mean that they're still participating in some form of oppression, right? So
Yeah.
if we were in the position of the victim, what do you think we would want? Do you think we would want
Yeah,
a little bit of
obviously,
oppression?
no, like we would like it to stop, obviously.
Yeah, like if you were one of the victims of this form of oppression, would it matter to you that the person who chose, well,
Not to do it, yeah.
20% of the time I don't do it, but you're within that 80% of the time?
Ja,
so-
ja, dat klopt.
yeah, it doesn't really matter, right? When you're in the
Yeah.
perspective of the victim, the
It has to be
perspective of-
100%.
Exactly,
Yeah, I
exactly, because
know.
you don't want to be forced in that position, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And do you think that when we make these kind of decisions, we should also look at the perspective of the victims?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
We just, we're so separated from it that you don't think, oh my god, like I'm eating this fish that was, like just roaming freely in the sea.
Yeah.
We're just so separated by it. So
We're
yeah,
so
I'm
separate,
trying
we're
to
so
do better.
distinct. Yeah, and I appreciate that, right? Like we're so separate, we're so distinct.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you resources to help you with all that. Like there's a thing called Challenge 22. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So Challenge 22 is a 22-day challenge where if you subscribe to it, they send you recipes every day, all of it for free, plant-based recipes. They even hook you up with a dietitian if you need like help with particular micronutrients.
Okay.
And within that, the reason why it's called Challenge 22 is because it takes 22 days in general for a person to change a habit. So they say, well, obviously it can continue for more than that, but at least 22 days. Do you think you can give that a try to just see
Yeah,
if you can
definitely
curb this
will
habit?
try.
Yeah,
Yes.
because the thing about it is that we don't see the injustice that's happening to them, but we do demand it, right? Do you think we're responsible for what's happening to them?
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
If there wasn't any demands, there wouldn't be any market. So definitely, yeah.
So if I ask you this question, which is a more difficult question, how many more animals should be exploited for you from now on? What would you say?
How many more?
Yeah, because some were before, right? In the past.
Yeah, obviously. In an ideal, world, I would say okay, 0. But
Yeah. Well, you can make that ideal world happen, right? Because you can go
Yeah.
right now into Albert Heijn or whatever
not
store
buy any
and not
more.
buy any animal products, right? I'm not saying throw away what you have already because that doesn't serve any purpose.
Yeah.
But whenever we demand something new, we can always just choose plant-based products. And here in the Netherlands, the reason why I ask people where they live, because I specifically know that here in the Netherlands, we have an abundance of choices. In this particular week, have you ever heard of the brand Vegetarian Butcher or Vegetarisch Slager?
no.
So if you go into Albert Heijn, they're 50% discounted, I think, this week. Or the
Okay.
second product, the second product is free, so 50% discounted. And they have amazing plant-based products, like cheap, great, and high in protein, and also healthy. Do you think you can give those a try also?
Yeah, I could definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because like on our side, you see it's just choices. And on our side, maybe we don't like this choice, maybe we choose another. Maybe we don't like this, we choose another.
Yeah.
But on their side, whenever we choose an animal product, we demand their exploitation and slaughter.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me give you a card to help you out with
Thank
everything.
you.
Yeah, thank you, Carla, for it's
Thank you.
it's so on this QR code, if you scan it, there is Challenge 22, which I wrote
Okay.
it down. These are the 3 most awesome resources you can find there. There's a lot of others.
Okay.
I recommend you watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. Do you think you can give that a watch?
Yeah, obviously.
You'll definitely enjoy it because it's the type of conversations we've had now. It's just
Yeah.
like a speech of an animal rights activist in front of a crowd in a university in US.
Okay.
Until you watch it, do you think you can choose to not demand any more exploitation of
Yeah,
animals?
I will do my best because it's obviously like I have it in my mind like fuck, like I wouldn't be killing this to eat it. So why am I just because someone else killed it? I'm less
You're almost there.
guilty.
Yeah, don't skip on this because for
Yeah.
us it's just a little bit of a jump, like like jumping in the pool, but then we love it, and that's
Yeah.
the reality. And on this other side, I can tell you that I regret not changing earlier,
Yeah.
not being vegan earlier, because when you realize what you've been participating in, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, no, and I see all the videos, from like the industry of like
Yeah.
chickens, and they just fucking put them through something that like they killed the
Oh, that's for
males.
for the eggs, yeah.
Oh my god! And I see that like that I'm a part of it. Like I
Yeah.
am a problem here.
Yeah.
I really, I will be definitely
Watch that video. You'll see it energizes
making a
you. and
change.
you'll- Okay.
Yeah, so thank you for this conversation.
I appreciate you,
Have
Carla.
a very nice day.
And you have my YouTube channel if you want to see some more
Yeah, will
conversations or
do.
something. Okay?
No.
Thank you. Have a good one. Cheers. Nice girl. Hey everyone, remember to hit that like. We gotta get those numbers up. What's going on? Good conversation? Yeah. I might start live streaming on the other channel from now on. The fact that she uses such strong language with stranger tells me she definitely feels a way about the baby chicks. Yeah, Nick, she does. And hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm an animal rights activist. I'm here in Amsterdam. I'm doing a social experiment and I'm inviting people to come and talk to me. Why are these amazing conversations only ever when the views are low? Yeah, exactly, Renee. Why is that? I think I might need to, I don't know, let's see, if the views keep being low, I might need to change something. I'm not sure exactly what, but I might need to change something. I might need to go to the other channel. But if you want to help the views grow, share it, like it, share it, that helps the views. Interact in the chat, this kind of helps it. You should try that. I'm probably going to try that, yeah. Probably going to move to the other channel tomorrow. The human deaths from vegan diets are worse than the animal deaths from the food poisoning. The diet is immoral as fuck. Your mom, I welcome your position if you provide evidence for your claim. If you're claiming that somehow more humans die because of plant-based diets, I welcome that position if you just provide some evidence for it. Otherwise, I can say anything doesn't mean it's true. I think the algorithm can rule you out after a while if there's too much controversy happening in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, Chip Guy Clips channel. Yeah, that's the one, Martin. That's the one. That is the one. Maybe we need to spur some, but why? Because the views are very low here for some reason, and we need to spur the views up a little bit. We need to get those views up. The whole reason why I'm doing this live is so that more people see it, more non-vegans see it. That's the whole thing, addressing more non-vegans. So maybe we have a bit of maybe I'll be a bit spicy. That always drives the views up, but let's see if we find a person to be spicy with, because this person was definitely not spicy. Did you just start? Yeah, I started maybe like 15 minutes ago. I mean, exactly 15 minutes ago. And yes, I just started. Yeah. He just said if he can say anything, even if it's not true. Views are low because you're making people feel bad to try and switch their habits. That's okay. That's just the role of the job. What do you want me to do? This is what we're fighting for. We're fighting for animal rights. Some people may feel bad in the process, but that's just part of it, isn't it? I'm not here for the views. The views are for the animal rights. It would defeat the purpose if I wouldn't be speaking about that, would it? But that's the whole thing. Yeah, Dreamski, I understand you have strong feelings towards me. There's a lot of people who have strong feelings towards me. I'm not really interested particularly in you right now, but Dreamski, if at some point you decide that you want to look into actually what I'm saying and not into me myself, I welcome it. And in fact, there's a Challenge 22 video that's in the description of the stream. Maybe give that a watch. You'll see what I mean. Topless advocacy. Yeah, Louis, I actually hurt my tendon on my right arm, so I'm on a break now from upper body lifting. So I'm slowly getting into it again. But afterwards, yeah, I might just do topless advocacy. Hello, my friend. How's your day going? Going pretty well. How's your day going? We're here. We're in Amsterdam. We're in front of Rijksmuseum. We're doing a social experiment, asking people about their ethics and the logics of their ethics. It's so interesting because this person that I met is actually that we just talked to today, just now, Carla, was actually saying all the right things. Like, she said she agrees it's bad. She said she shouldn't be part of it, but for some reason she's still part of it, which we have such a hard battle, don't we? On one hand, we have to convince people that it's bad, which is so insane that we have to convince people that what they're doing is bad. On the other side, we have to explain to people that they can change and provide them solutions, which we always do. But we also have to motivate them to try those solutions. So it's like, it's an impossible task, isn't it? It's a little bit like... You guys want to try a social experiment? Okay, I just saw the Rick and Morty hat, and you aren't going to listen to reason? Well, I listen to critical thinking, to evidence-based positions. If you provide any evidence for your claims, I will listen to those. If your claims are logically sound, not just logically valid, then I will listen to them. Yeah. Is this some militant vegan stuff? No. This is some respecting animal rights stuff. We're here to fight for the animal rights. That's what we're here to do. Do you think animal rights should not be respected? Who cares about what he's wearing? Don't be so irrational. No, I mean, it's fair. If I would be wearing a message that would offend somebody, I think we should care about what people are wearing. I don't think I'm wearing anything that's offensive to anybody, but, you know, some people will be inherently offended by everything, so what can you do about that? Hello, cyberboxing. I'm picking up a healer on Saturday from Love for Dogs. I don't know what that is. Hi, do you want to have a conversation?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Huh?
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
No, why?
No?
It's for an experiment for you or?
Yeah, I'm asking people some questions.
Nah, it's okay.
No, it's okay. You can be off camera if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Karen.
Karen, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Karen.
Where are you from?
Originally from Romania, but I live here in the Netherlands.
Okay.
So, Karen, I want to ask you, how do you feel about animals?
Yeah, well, I don't have animals in my home.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about nature, yes.
Yeah. Do you think we should respect the rights of animals?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So if we're in a position where we don't need to be exploiting or killing them, do you think we should choose to not exploit or kill them?
Yeah, of course. Don't kill them if not necessary.
Exactly. Do you think we need to exploit or kill animals for food, clothing, or entertainment?
Not exploit, but use if necessary.
Yeah. So
Just
do you
keep
think we
them-
need to consume animal products?
We don't need to, but
So then we don't need to. Then exploiting or killing them for something we don't need would be bad, right?
we don't need to, but I still like to have some meat. Not every day,
But you can have plant-based
Uh,
meat, right?
yeah, but I don't like it.
Yeah. So do
yeah.
you think that like or taste is a justification for killing an innocent animal?
No, but I don't want to be judged by you.
Well, I'm only judging your choice that you're making, right?
I mean, you are
innocent animals
asking
are
me
killed
for
for you.
coming to have a talk and have
Yeah.
so you must also be open
To what?
to others' opinions.
Can you explain to me? Yeah, please explain to me how killing an innocent animal for a product you don't need is okay, and I'm open to it.
Sometimes it's okay because of the use of maybe leather, of the use of the meat, or the use.
But none of those are needed, right? So the question is, how is it okay to kill them for something we don't need?
Okay, but I don't like to be.
Held accountable for your choices.
No, but of course I want to be accountable for my choice.
So then you are responsible for choosing
Yes,
the animals to be
yeah,
killed for you.
yeah, of course,
So why
yeah.
not stop then?
Why should I?
Because innocent animals are exploited and slaughtered for you.
Okay. Now, okay, I understand that that's your opinion.
Oh,
but-
is it not? Do you not acknowledge that innocent animals are exploited and
Okay.
slaughtered for you?
But I'm now ending this conversation.
But are innocent
because-
animals exploited and slaughtered for you?
Listen to me.
You can
Just
walk
listen.
away. Animals cannot walk
Exact-
away from the
exact-
choices
but
that you're
listen,
making. You can
listen.
always walk away from this
Yes,
conversation.
but listen.
Sure.
You invited me for a social experiment.
Yeah.
So then we are exchanging points of views.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, I'm not exchanging
then
point of
I
views because
also
there's no
ask
debate
English-
whether animals are exploited and slaughtered for you.
okay,
That's true.
Then I ended.
You
and then-
acknowledge also that. You just say you don't want to change because you
Okay,
like the taste
then
of it.
listen.
You get pleasure from exploiting and slaughtering
No,
animals.
that's not true.
It's not true?
Of course not.
So why is it okay to
Hey,
exploit and slaughter
thank you very
animals?
much. I
Can you
wish
explain to
all-
me why is it okay
I
to
wish
exploit
you
and slaughter
all the
animals?
best with your
I'm open-minded and I
experiment.
try to learn your perspective. So why is it okay to exploit
No,
and slaughter
no.
animals?
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Okay, so you cannot explain. Thank you. So condescending. Nah. Nah. I'm just being honest. What do you mean? We should be honest with people. You have that hat? Nice. I got it as a present. I got it like 5 years ago. No, wait, holy shit, not even. 7 years ago. Jesus Christ, time flies. Yeah, maybe like 7 years ago I got it as a present. She thinks she's right, that is the sad part. No, she knows she's not right, that's why she left. She knows there's no moral justification for what she's doing. She just brushes it all under, well, it's my opinion versus your opinion. It's not. Even your opinion claims that what you're doing is wrong. I just took it up to her values and her opinion. What does the sign say? My sign says I'm doing a social experiment, come talk to me. I'm trying to have conversations with people about the ethics of what we do to animals. Hey, you want to have a conversation?
Don't speak Dutch.
English. It's so weird to ask people, do you want to have a conversation? And somebody say, don't speak Dutch. I wasn't speaking Dutch. I was speaking English when I asked if you want to have a conversation. Vegans are so arrogant, I can't believe it. Can you please describe to me what exactly is arrogant about choosing to not exploit sentient beings for optional products? So warm. I'm like, I shouldn't have worn maybe even shorts. It's that warm for even shorts today. Somebody said they eat only human meat. Okay. You work in an abattoir. Which side of it? Is it where they exploit and kill is it where they kill the animals, or is it where they I don't know, take the killed animal and chop them into pieces? If protesting injustice is arrogant, then everyone is arrogant in some way. Yeah. Vegan movement is not food secure. Yeah, I'll explain. Like, I'll listen to your position if you provide empirical evidence for that empirical claim. I have no problem listening to other positions. You just, anybody can make any claims. Only the ones that are backed by actual empirical evidence will be taken into consideration. Otherwise, any claim can be dismissed. Any claim without evidence can be dismissed because it has no evidence. It's as simple as that. For example, I can claim that the sky is green. You see it as blue, but it's actually green. The sky is green. Simple as that. Let's see somebody. Maybe I should be a bit spicier from now on. Is fish vegan? If you're talking about is the exploitation and killing of a sentient being who swims in the water and is under the category fish vegan? Well, no, because they're still sentient beings. I don't know if all fish are sentient, but that's why we err on the side of caution. And, well, for sure the fish that we eat are sentient, because if they have a brain, then they're probably sentient. Vegan movement is not food secure? Well, actually quite the opposite, because it takes between 2 to 8 times more land to produce 1 gram of animal protein versus 1 gram of plant protein. So that means it takes more land, more water, and there's more eutrophication and more biodiversity loss when choosing to buy animal products for the same amount of nutritional value. So there you go.
Hi, sir. Can
Hi.
I speak to you?
Yeah, sure. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
That's okay.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
16. You can't be on camera though because you're 16.
Oh.
Unless you're with your family here.
Well,
You're a teacher. Well,
Yeah.
can you consent for her?
yes.
Is
Consent.
it okay if she's on camera?
Yes, consent.
Oh, okay, love it. You wanna come here so that you're in
Yes, of course.
What's your name?
Amara.
Amara. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Amara?
I was born here, but my mom's Australian and my dad's South African.
Oh, okay, cool. Where do you live? I guess that's my
I live in
question.
Hilversum.
You live in Hilversum. Okay, love it. So, Amara, I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I'm Chip, by the way. My name is Chip.
Yes.
I fight for animals. Do you think we should respect the rights of animals?
I think so. I'm vegetarian. I have been my whole life. I've never eaten a piece of meat. I think that animals are just as important as us. I think that they also have feelings, they have lives as well. Why should we take that away from them?
I freaking love what you just said right now. So let me ask you, I'm going to go because you said you're vegetarian, but do you know what
Yes.
happens to dairy cows or chickens to produce eggs?
I have an idea, but not in detail.
So let me ask you, why do you think cows produce milk?
For their calves.
Exactly,
Right,
exactly,
yes.
exactly. You're already smarter than I was at that age because it took me a while to realize that they produce milk for that purpose. So yeah, that's true. Do you think they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
I think that farmers impregnate them. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think they have a
that's already
choice.
kind of messed up, isn't it?
Yes.
That we choose to impregnate our animals. When the babies are born, we separate them from their mothers. Do you know why we do that?
Not exactly.
Because if the baby stays with the mother, they would drink the milk. So we need to take
okay.
as much milk as we want from them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they feed them back some of the milk, but a lot of the times they just feed them formula back.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to the, what do you call it, the Hayton border eye here in?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Because you can see all this there. You
Oh,
can
okay,
You can
interesting.
see that the females are separated from the men, that the children are separated from the mothers, and all that.
Shame.
If the baby is born male, what do you think happens to them?
They get force fed.
They get killed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where veal comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if the baby is born female, they suffer the same fate as their mother. They stay separated.
Yeah.
And when they can get pregnant, they repeatedly impregnate them year over year.
Mm-hmm.
And at the age of 6 or 7, they kill them. And cows can live 24 years. Do you know why they kill them at that age?
No.
Because their milk production declines, or they can't get them pregnant anymore. It's just like they no longer produce as much milk as they want from them. Wouldn't you say that that's still an injustice towards animals?
Yes, definitely.
So would you say that then being vegetarian is maybe not enough to respect the rights of animals?
It's not enough. I don't always think it's enough, but
Yeah.
I do think that it's a step closer to fixing a big problem.
No, I completely agree with you on that one. It is a step closer, but we as individuals, do you think we have responsibility for the choices that we're
Yes.
making? So for example, if I was to choose to buy like cheese, knowing that I could always buy like plant-based cheese or not even buy cheese at all, do you think, would I in any form or another be justified in buying that cheese, knowing that I would be essentially demanding that a cow is taken away from their mother,
No,
killed, and
I
all
don't
that
think
stuff?
so. I think
No.
that some people forget the fact that there is always another choice.
Yeah.
But I think people are so focused on the fact that something tastes good that then they don't realize that an animal is facing consequences for our actions.
Exactly, and I appreciate you saying that. So, what do you think you want to do going forward? Do you think you should be vegan, or do you think you should remain vegetarian?
I would always want to be vegan. I think
Yeah.
that this has definitely made me look into it and think maybe I can always go that extra step further.
Yeah.
And I think that it's going to be hard for people who eat meat to make that change, but there are other options.
Yeah, and the reality is, the way I think we should look at this is not, because we can look at it as a clump of animals that we can save or not save, right?
Yeah.
And we can say, well, look, we're reducing our harm by doing one thing, but the reality is we should look at them as individuals. Every single one of those animals is an individual, right?
Yeah.
So every time we make a choice, let's say you would choose to be vegan, it doesn't really matter what other people do. I mean, it does for the animals that
Yeah.
those people demand their exploitation of, but some animals are specifically exploited because you make those choices. So
Yeah.
if you choose no longer buy animal products, then those animals will no longer be exploited. So you're already doing better, right? Like
Yeah.
you're not responsible for what other people's choices are. You're only responsible for your own. Is what I'm trying to say.
And I think you can always try and encourage people to make better choices.
Yeah.
No one's stopping you from saying, oh, hey, what if you get that instead of this?
Yeah.
So I think it's just, it's up to people if they're willing to make that sacrifice.
I don't think it should be up to people for me. I personally
Yeah.
don't think, because I don't think it should be up to people whether they want to commit an injustice towards a human, and I don't think it should be up to people whether they want to commit an injustice towards an animal.
Yeah.
Sadly, it is like we live in a system where
Yeah.
injustices towards animals are allowed, but I don't think that should be the case. Do you think that should be the case?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Yeah. So you can understand where I'm
Yes,
coming
no,
from.
I understand where you're coming from.
So how many more animals should be exploited for you from now on?
None.
None. Okay, that means going vegan. Let me give you a card to help you out with this.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me? I'm vegan.
No, I think you're doing a great job. I think keep doing it.
I appreciate you. So there's a thing here called Challenge 22. If you need help, they help you out. They just subscribe to it. They
Yes.
send you recipes every day. They help
And
you
will
go
I
vegan.
find myself later here?
Yeah, you have my YouTube channel over here. I'm live
Great.
right now, but you'll find it there, or in my second channel, all the conversations I post there. And I encourage you to watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. Do you think we can watch that?
I can watch that. I
Okay.
will.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, have a
Okay,
good one.
bye-bye.
Cheers.
You
Bye. Cheers. Yeah, good conversation. Good conversation. The views are still not going up. I just feel like not exploiting animals is such an easier side to join. Bigger problem though is our plastic waste. So much good vegan food wrapped in plastic makes me worried. Well, in reality, I think, what was it? The largest portion of plastic in the ocean, which is what I'm assuming you're talking about, is coming from the fishing industry. So if you're not paying for the fishing industry, you're already doing a big thing for the plastic in our ocean. Hi, you want to have a conversation?
Yes.
How old are you?
19.
19? Both of you? Oh, okay. You look very young. Okay, are you okay being live on YouTube?
Okay, perfect. Okay. It's going to be in another platform.
No, just YouTube.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
You want to come here so that you can view?
Yes, of course.
What are your names?
Manuela?
And Francisca.
Manuela and
Francisca.
Francisca. Are you twins?
No.
Okay, you look very much alike. Okay, where are you from?
We're from
Argentina.
Argentina.
Argentina? Do you live here in Amsterdam or are you just visiting?
We're
No.
just visiting.
Just visiting. Okay, well, I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I want to speak up for animals. How do you guys feel about animals?
I love them, but I'm not like a vegan or something like that.
Yeah, how do you feel about animals?
I love animals. I want to eventually become a vegetarian
Yeah.
also. And yeah.
Yeah, so you said you're not vegan. Do you think there's any way for us to claim we love animals while at the same time we pay for them to be killed or abused or used?
No, I don't think so. But,
Right. So then,
I think it's different.
how is it
like-
different?
Like I'm, I don't know. Like I can say I like them, but I think that there's a chain that has been all our life, like that.
I can understand you're in this position where you've been doing it your whole life, right?
No,
they-
but there's point of my life where I thought about being vegan or something like that, but I don't think it's healthy. I think that yes, it's very sad the way the things happen. It could really change, but I don't think the solution is to stop consuming meat. Personally,
What do you think we need from meat that we can't get from plant-based products?
like all the proteins.
Do I look
that-
protein deficient?
No.
I eat a lot of protein per day, so we can get all the protein that we want from plant-based products.
Yeah.
We can get all the micronutrients that we want from plant-based
Okay.
products. So, go on, sorry.
No, I feel like everyone should reduce at least a little their consuming of meat.
Yeah.
But we can't stop directly because it's a drastic change. I feel like.
What would happen if we stopped? What would happen if you stopped?
It's not realistic, maybe.
It's not realistic.
Yes.
I don't feel
Why?
like everyone would stop immediately.
Does that matter?
But no, but I feel like everyone should stop at some point, or at least reduce their.
But let me put it this way, because this is an injustice we do towards animals, right? We force them into slaughterhouses for products we don't actually need, because we can be healthy on plant-based diet. We can be healthy while being vegan. So it's an injustice what we do to them. If we approach this with any other injustice in the world, like take for instance, in every, let's say throughout this whole week, there will be at least 100 people who are killed, right,
Okay.
on this planet, who are actually killed by somebody.
Yes, but you can compare someone we don't know with an animal.
No, I'm comparing the injustice, right? I'm drawing an analogy, right,
Okay.
to between injustices. So when it comes to this injustice of people being killed,
Mm-hmm.
would it be okay if one person would said, but if I stop killing people, it won't stop all the injustices of
Yes,
people
of
being
course,
killed?
but I don't think like
Should we think this way? Because we don't. Because why? On the other side, there's still individuals who are being killed, right?
yes.
Why wouldn't we think the same about animals? There's still individuals being killed.
Yes, maybe, but it's true the fact of the chain, like they kill each other also.
Well, none of the animals that we kill each other, no.
Yes, las vacas no son vegetarianas, ¿no?
Some vegetarians.
Ah. No, I don't know.
Right? Like the animals we kill, we bring them into existence, we use them, and then we kill them. Take, for instance, the cows we use for milk.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
All profit for.
It's a profit-driven industry, yeah. So, for instance, for milk,
Okay.
we bring cows and, like, do you think cows to produce milk, they need to be pregnant, right? They need to have a baby. So do you think they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
No, they're forced.
Yes.
They're forced to impregnate it. So that's already fucked up, if you ask me. If
Yep.
we usually do it in a way where we stick the hands up in the ass of a cow, we hold their cervix, and then we inject semen in their vagina. Somebody has to jerk off a bull for that to happen, so it's even more messed up. Yeah. You can watch it on YouTube of all the places
No.
how to get sperm from a bull. It's insane. It's
Okay.
insane. Yeah.
We watch that.
When the baby, don't watch that. It's fine. It's fine. When the babies are born, they separate them
Okay.
from their mothers. Do you know why they do that?
Yes, for killing them after.
Well, not for eating them after, but for taking as much milk as they want from their mothers. And then yes, if they're born male, they kill them and
Yeah,
eat them.
it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah,
You're
and the
right.
females, they also kill them after 6 years of repeated impregnations. Do you know why they kill them at that early age? Because cows can live 24 years.
Oh, okay.
Why do they kill them at that early age?
Because it's more tasty. Something like that.
Well, some, I guess, but more because they don't produce enough milk or they can't get them pregnant.
Okay.
Would you ever want to trade places with one of these animals?
No.
No. Do you think you should demand that this happens to them?
Huh?
Do you think you should demand that this happens to these animals?
It's unfair, but
I mean, it's not fair. That's
Yeah.
why everyone should contribute a little bit.
Everyone should contribute a little bit.
No, in stopping to eat meat or consuming.
So everyone should stop their contribution towards this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Or
think
at
you
least
can
reduce
do that?
it.
But reducing it, will that help? Or will that still make some individuals be through this?
And what about like the... Bueno, no me quiero ir del debate. Yes, I think you're right, maybe, but it's
I'm
very
right, maybe.
difficult to open people's eyes. Like, I think maybe...
Well, let's speak about
there's-
ours, right? Because we can't speak about everyone in the
Yes,
world.
but I think like some people, me, I'm a little bit more cold with the fact, but because my whole life I thought about this, and I'm not so interested in changing my.
So you
meals.
thought your whole life about this and you're not
No,
interested in changing
sometimes
yourself?
I think about this, but I don't.
You don't think what we do to them is fair?
Yes, I think it's unfair, but it's life.
Well,
There's things
would you accept
worse
that as a
happening
just-
at the world.
Would you accept that as a justification if somebody was to be oppressing you? And they could also say there's worse things happening in the world. There's a war in Ukraine. There's a lot of things happening in the
Yes.
world. And if them oppressing you might not mean anything to the whole population of the earth, right?
But I can help them.
You can help them.
Yes, like I can think of that and maybe to have an opinion, but with animals, I think that there's worse things happening in the world.
But why does that matter? Again, because the worst things happening in the world, whenever there's something bad happening to you, that's the worst thing happening in the world. Like
No
if somebody,
necessarily, no.
wait, if somebody's holding
I
you,
have a lot of problems.
if somebody's holding a gun to your head right now, wouldn't you say that's the worst thing happening to you? Would you care
To
that there's
me,
other?
yes.
Would you care that there's other problems happening in the world when somebody's holding a gun to your head?
in the moment, no.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when we're in the position of the victim, the oppression that happens to us is the worst thing that happens in the
Okay.
world. So
Lo
you're
produce.
right now in the position of the oppressor, not the
Okay.
victim. Don't you think you should stop oppressing them?
Maybe, yes.
Maybe. Okay. So how many more animals should be exploited, killed, abused for you from now on?
None.
None?
Es como si quiere dejarnos que nos encantase que pasa esto. It's like you want to say it's perfect. Yes, I don't know.
I don't want you to say anything, right? Like I just want you to acknowledge that what you're doing is fucked up to animals, right?
Yes, it's
Have
true.
you ever seen what happens to
Yes,
animals?
of course.
And how do you feel when you watch that?
It's sad.
So do you acknowledge that you're responsible for it?
Yes, I'm responsible of a lot of animals that are killed
So-
now in this moment.
So do you think you don't have other choices or what's the problem?
Yes, I think
We
I
do
have
have
it.
other choices.
So I fail to see like I'm responsible. Let me just recap. I'm responsible.
Yes.
I have other choices.
Yes.
It's
and I
fucked
have
up what
other
happens
problems
to
in my
them.
life, sorry.
I do have other problems, but you still the thing about it is that I'm not asking you to be on the street speaking for them. That would be amazing, but I'm not asking you to do that. I'm saying that when you make a choice,
Okay.
don't make the choice that oppresses them,
Okay.
right? Like I'm not
Maybe
telling
I'm
you.
going to be more conscious about this and thought it in every meal choice.
Okay. Would you accept that as a justification if you're the victim?
No, I don't think so. Yes, it's very hypocritical of my.
Yeah, but it's not. Like I'm not here to point fingers at people and tell you you're a hypocrite or not. I don't care about that, right? What I care about is making sure that no more animals are exploited. Because at the end of the
Okay.
day, all of them deserve to live just as much as you do, don't they?
Sure.
So
We can say bye to the camera.
you can say bye to the camera.
Bye.
Bye.
Sure. Let me
Thank
give
you
you
very
some cards,
much.
okay?
Okay.
give you 2 cards. There's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can watch that?
Okay. Yes.
Until you watch it, do you think you can choose to eat plant-based and not demand the exploitation of animals?
Okay, of course.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. You say I doubt they're 18. Well, they said they're 19, so I can't check IDs of people. Or whatever. They lied. Well, that's not up to me to decide, as I said. I only ask people questions. Hey, Draculum, nice to see you here. Great day so far, says Martin. I don't know, Martin. The views are kind of low, huh? We're gonna get those likes and shares and stuff up. I think I might need to change the channel or something. We'll see. You are fighting an unequal fight? Yeah, fighting for animal rights is unequal. How dare I fight for the rights of animals? It's unequal. What does that even mean? Start at 25? Well, listen, when you will fight for animal rights, you can choose whatever age group you want to speak to. When I fight for animal rights, I choose to speak to whatever age group I choose to speak to. We can both fight for animal rights at the same time. We don't have to fight on who's doing what. Drop more likes so he's gonna go. No, I'm not gonna go. I'm just gonna move to another channel so that more views. The whole point of doing this live stream is so that we approach more people, so that they understand more about the importance of being vegan, the importance of no longer exploiting innocent animals, because that's why we're here to speak about. We're not here to, I don't care, like I've been saying this on Discord all day long, I don't care what you choose to put in your mouth. If you want to put a body part of an animal in your mouth, you know, I don't really care about that. It's kind of weird that you want to put the body part of an animal in your mouth. I'm just here to say that, you know, if there's no consent and an animal cannot possibly consent to you putting their body part in your mouth, then probably you shouldn't be putting a body part in your mouth, and a body part of an animal in your mouth. And not only that, probably you shouldn't be, you know, I don't know, touching their mammary glands and forcefully impregnating them or touching their private parts so that you can get something out of it. Why do uncontacted tribes eat meat, and why are they the most healthy people? Why are you making claims without providing evidence for your claims? Once you provide evidence for those 2 claims that you made, I will listen to you. Saying that uncontacted tribes eat only meat. Hi, you wanna have a conversation with me? Hey Felek, nice to see you. Can you live on just plants? Yeah, of course you can. We have empirical data showing that you can live just on plants. And, you know, you have millions of people who do that. But you don't have to trust the numbers of millions of people. You just trust the evidence. The scientific evidence, there's overwhelming evidence that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. We have data on people who are uncontacted. Yeah, exactly, Felek. How would we know that they're the healthiest if we have no data on them? That's so funny. That's so funny, Felek. You are 100% right. I like meat, you like plants. No, I like meat also. I eat plant-based meat. What do you mean? The whole point isn't about what we like. If I like the taste of your food, it doesn't give me justification to cut your food and eat it. If I like the taste of, I don't know, like when I'm violating somebody's right because I get some form of pleasure from it or because I like it, it's unjustified. If there's no necessity behind it, violating anybody's right is an injustice. So that obviously applies to all other sentient beings, including animals. Why go to the extreme? Yeah, exactly. Why go to the extreme of cutting the throats of innocent sentient beings for products you don't need? That is a very extreme position. Thank you. Downed devil, you are right. Why go to that extreme position of choosing to forcefully impregnate cows, choosing to slaughter, to blend baby chicks alive, kill all these innocent sentient beings, to treat them like objects, to use them, to jerk off bulls on everything? Why go to these extremes when you can just live perfectly healthy, have a fucking delicious meal without doing any of that? You're right. Can a plant give you consent? A plant is not a being. A plant is not an individual. A plant is not a somebody because they don't have a brain. They don't have a central nervous system. They don't have an experience of life. They live, but they don't have an experience of life. Just like a bacteria lives, but the bacteria does not have an experience of life. That's the difference, you know? If I, for example, cut off one of my fingers, I'm not killing an individual, although that finger of mine would still be alive. I'm just, there's a difference between individuals and things that are just alive. And we're here to speak about individuals. Oh yeah, I see you haven't provided evidence for the uncontacted tribes. That's okay. You don't have to provide evidence because we can dismiss any claim that doesn't have evidence. We can dismiss it. It's pretty simple. Otherwise, anybody can make any claim, right? And then just say, well, Google it. Okay. No, that's not how it works. There's something wrong with your brain. Well, I would say there isn't anything wrong with my brain. I have a pretty high IQ. I have a pretty good memory. I think pretty critically and logically. And obviously that bothers some people because, when we logically prove to them that you shouldn't be consuming animal products, a lot of people feel guilty. And instead of actually acknowledging their position and realizing that what they're doing is wrong, they go for the egotistical position and say, how dare you tell me that something I'm doing is wrong? Something about you is wrong. Because in reality, even if something about me were wrong, let's just imagine that you're right, man. Maybe my problem is I'm stupid. Maybe I have low IQ. Maybe something about me is absolutely wrong. It doesn't really matter because you know why? That doesn't make my argument any less valid. I could be an incredibly stupid, incredibly low IQ person and still make a valid argument and still make a sound argument of all the things. Doesn't really matter because the argument itself still stands on its own. We have data showing that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. We have data showing that these are sentient beings. So therefore, exploiting and slaughtering a sentient being for a product you don't need is immoral because they experience life and because we should respect that experience of life. Just like we do in the case of other humans. It's as simple as that. The only reason why it's wrong to exploit and slaughter a human being, it's for the same reason why it's wrong to exploit and slaughter another animal, any other animal. Because of their experience of life, because of their sentience. Because any single human being who would have the same intellectual capacity of an animal, we wouldn't say, well, fuck them, we can exploit and slaughter them. No. So it's not about that, is it? It's about the experience of life, the fact that they're individuals, the fact that they don't want their experience of life to be fucked with, the fact that they have interests and their interests should be respected on account of them being sentient. So, What's funny is you vegans desire meat so much that you have to name your products after meat products. Well, I understand that you may think that's funny. I don't particularly find that funny. I don't know what's funny about it. I would say something funny requires at least some form of a punchline, some form of, surprise. That isn't surprising at all. The reason why people become vegan isn't because they don't like the taste of the products. The reason why people become vegan is because they don't like the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter that animals go through. That's the reason why animals don't like. The reason why vegans go vegan. The reason why people say, well, I don't want to be part of this. So we make products made of plants that have the same nutritional profile, in fact, a lot of the times better nutritional profile, that provide you with similar taste and texture, and then we say, well, what the hell even is the point then of bringing into existence an innocent sentient being, an animal who feels, who has emotions, and an experience of life, also that we can take that away from them, so that we can murder them, so that we can put them in gas chamber, forcefully inseminate them, take their babies away from them. The whole horror shit that we do to them, cut their ears off, cut their tails off, cut their balls off. We do so many fucking horrible things to animals, and all because of why? Well, I like the taste of something. Well, you can get the same taste from other products, just get along with the program. It's insane. And to say that, well, it's not the same taste, it's kind of fucked up because it's so similar. Like, it's so freaking similar that to be so pedantic about a little bit of a taste and all of it to erase the whole existence away from an innocent animal, all because you crave that little taste difference for 10 minutes, that's very selfish. And I just don't want to be that person. If you want to be that person, you know, I can't stop you from what you're doing. I'm just saying that if you feel bad about what your choices are, you can change. There are options. We all were in that position. We all felt bad about our choices, and we all chose to change. Going to make you all jealous, making falafel wrap with roasted onion. Ooh. Maybe it could be as good as karma kebab. Not even close, Fleck. Karma kebab has, it's all a vibe there. It's all a vibe. I just had ground beef and no sentient beings got violated. Exactly, Renee. It was made from plants. It's as simple as that. It's insane. Like, literally, like, some of it is, I kid you not, most people wouldn't even realize the difference. Like, the difference is so freaking small that you have to be absolutely adamant about it. Like, you have to be really picky to say, well, you want to have a conversation? Okay. You have to be really picky about it. So I don't think it's worth it. I don't think the whole existence of a sentient being, the whole existence of somebody who maybe wanted to experience what tomorrow is like, somebody who maybe wanted to experience what love feels like, because animals do experience love, you know? Maybe somebody who was experiencing love and wanted to see where it goes. I don't think any of that, to just cut off all that and cut the throat of somebody, separate them from their loved ones, separate them from their family, kill them, use them, forcefully inseminate them, whatever we do to all of them, I don't think any of that is justified. All for a fucking little taste difference. No, not in my book. But if you say that it is justified, then, you know, you would be biting a bullet where you would have to justify a lot of other horrific things. Like, take for instance, if we found out that dog flesh would taste twice as good, would it be justified to kill dogs and eat them, or do the same things we do to dogs? And if you say yes, well, wow, that's kind of a fucked up position. But okay, what if human flesh tasted 6 times as good? Would it be justified to kill humans for that position? You see, we can always just go into this whole hypothetical scenarios where, when it's about taste, do you really think it's about taste? Because if any of those scenarios, when it comes to dogs or humans, you would say no, then you're either being logically inconsistent, which means that you're holding a position that's not logical, or if you say yes to them, then you might just be biting bullets all the way down for no particular reason. I don't think that's also not too good. Hey, you want to have a conversation with me?
Hi, yes,
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
yes.
Okay, give me a second. You want to come here so that you're in view?
Okay.
What's your name?
Hans.
Hans, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Okay, Chip.
Where are you from, Hans?
I'm from Dordrecht,
Dordrecht.
Netherlands.
Nice.
It's nice. It's near Rotterdam.
Love it. I've been through it with the train. I've never
Yes?
stopped particularly.
Okay, you should.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of lovely places here
Yes,
in the Netherlands.
there are. Yes.
So was it yours?
What?
What was your name again?
Hans.
Hans, sorry.
Yeah.
Hans. So I'm an animal rights activist.
Yes?
I like to fight for the rights of animals. How do you
Yes?
feel about animals?
Well, I like animals. Oh.
Yeah. Do you think we should treat animals like objects?
No,
No.
more as persons.
Yeah, exactly, because they do have an experience of life. They're individuals, right?
Yes.
Do you think that if we were to be concerned with what we want out of their body, like for instance, maybe they produce milk, maybe their meat tastes good, do you think it's fair for us to be concerned about their body and disregard everything what they want as individuals and to kill them?
No.
No.
I don't think that's all right.
Yeah.
That's why I only eat meat once a week and try to have this milk from other things as animals. So that's what I try to do.
And I appreciate you trying that, Hans, but do you think that even once a week is justified to put an animal to that position?
No. No. But you know, it's a first step.
It's a first step,
Yes.
as long as it's a step in the right direction, I
Yes.
guess, right? But let's shift put it in the other way around. If you're in the position of the victim, what would you want the oppressor to do?
Of course, leave me alone.
Leave
I
you
think.
alone. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. So what do you think you should do then?
Well, the same thing.
Leave them alone, yeah.
But you know, you have graduations in what you do, and this is my step that I have taken.
Yeah, and I appreciate it because obviously on our side it can seem like we can take steps in the right direction.
Yes.
But on their side, as I just explained, like it's not just their side because we like to see animals as a clump, but in reality each of them is an individual,
Yes,
right?
it is.
So when it comes, for example, to oppressing, let's say there was an injustice where we were oppressing humans. If we were to say, well, I'm reducing my form of injustice, it will obviously be good because some humans would no longer be oppressed, but it would still be the injustice that we're doing to some humans would
Yes.
still be there, right?
Yes.
And if you're in the position of the victim, would it really matter if the person doing the oppression would say, well, you're the only one that I oppressed this week, next week I'll oppress?
No, of course not.
No. Yeah, because what matters is that you are being oppressed,
Yes.
right? So what's holding you from being vegan today? Like what's holding you back?
Well, I'm vegan 6 days a week,
Yeah.
and I think that if all of us would do that, that would be a very big step in the direction, if not 100%.
Obviously, it's a good step in the right direction, but it's still an injustice committed towards these animals,
Yes.
right? I don't like you're right that it's better than what a lot of people do, but it's still an injustice, right? And I'm an animal rights activist. I can't say, yeah, okay, it's okay to oppress some animals, right? Like all animals deserve to live. All animals deserve to not be oppressed. So I just want to understand, like, if it's 1 day a week, then for you it should be easier. Like you should be in the position where it's like, okay, well, if it's just 1 day per week, then 1 day per week I can just change. So why not?
You know, I think that you are an animal activist.
Yeah.
And what if I am a plant activist?
That's perfectly fine because
Yeah, but then you don't eat plants, you don't eat animals.
well, there's several things to be said. I
can't-
have to eat
yeah.
something, right? Like I'm not proposing that you die, right? I'm not proposing that you are unhealthy or die. The proposition that I'm making is consuming plants, right?
Yes.
And on one side you can say, well, plants are not sentient beings. They don't experience life. They're not an individual.
I don't know.
Well, I know because they don't have a brain, and everything that we experience is in our brain. We know that for a fact. Like all our experience of life comes from our brain. Memories, everything that we feel, we experience. Maybe it comes through our vein, maybe it comes from our brain, everything. But everything is centralized in our brain, and that creates the experience
you
of
know.
life.
But I think it's life as well as your life and life of animals.
Yeah, but if I find it's life, like if I cut off one finger of mine, that's still alive. The finger is
Yes.
still life, but it doesn't mean it's a somebody, right? That's just a finger. Like if I have an infected foot and I cut it, that's still alive. It's still a foot that has life in it. It doesn't mean that it's a somebody. Just like that, plants are not a somebody. But let's imagine that you think plants are somebody. I don't want to debate that with people. But if you think that plants are somebody, when you consume an animal product, an animal has to be fed way more plants in that process. So you still end up killing more plants in that process. So even if you think, what about plants? Well, you still end up being in a better position by just consuming plants. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're not going to convince me of that one day.
Yeah.
Although your story is sound.
yeah, but I'm not trying to convince you of one day. Like I understand, like I'm a stranger to you, but what exactly is holding you back from one day? Because I'm just trying to have a conversation here. Because you seem to understand that it is an injustice. So if we applied the same logic to any other injustice, would you say that doing it 1 day a week somehow makes it okay?
No, of course not. So I understand that. But if you're talking about injustices, there are more injustices, I think, on a higher level. Look at what's happening in Gaza or Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you actively supporting those?
No.
Well, this other injustice you're actively supporting, right? Like, if you were supporting one, if I was supporting one of those injustices, and you came to me on the street and told me, hey, I support it once a week, I told you, and you told me, well, yeah, but you can choose something else. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll choose something else. There's no reason for me to be adamant about, well, no, I want to support this, right? Like, you're right that there's other injustices in the world, and maybe for you, those injustices are more important. I personally think that an injustice is important to the victim, is the most important thing happening to the victim. When we're on the other side of it, we can say we can classify injustices by whatever we care about. But when we're in the position of the victim, the injustice happening to us is the most important part. And the way I see it, if you can choose to no longer cause an injustice, if you have an option, especially for you, since you say 6 times a week you do it, And it seems like one day a week you already know how to do it. So why not just not
Well,
participate in this
I'm not
injustice?
perfect. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, but would you accept that as a justification if you're part of the victim? Somebody saying, "Well, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna oppress you."
Well, I think maybe yes.
You would accept it if somebody would to be cutting like
Yes.
with your knife through your throat and would say, "Well, I'm not perfect."
Yeah.
As a justification to killing you.
No, of course not. But there is a difference in eating plants or cutting your throat. I
yeah.
think.
Yeah. But I'm saying don't cut the throats of animals.
No, okay. I have to go on
Yeah.
because I have a time slot at 1 o'clock.
There's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can give that a watch?
Okay.
And until you watch it, do you think you can choose to no longer demand the exploitation of animals?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Chip,
you. Yeah,
bye-bye.
have a good one. In the animal fetish, animals are not there so you can use their bodies as a G-spot. Your breakfast had a big knob. Yeah, Renee, I don't know if I understand what you're saying. Animals are not there so you can use their bodies as a G-spot. Yeah. Your breakfast had a big knob. Yeah. Hey, vegan teacher. Nice to see you, Miss Katie. Animals are food? No, they're not. No. Animals, well, if you claim animals are food, humans are animals. Therefore, humans are food also, aren't they? So then you would be justifying that what Jeffrey Dahmer did to his victims would be moral. And if you're saying no, humans are different, then you would be committing the... You guys want to have a conversation? The special pleading logical fallacy. Hi. So you don't want to commit the special pleading logical fallacy, do you? Yes, humans are different. Yeah. Just like you and I are different. The question isn't whether we're different, because there's differences between humans, there's differences between races, there's differences between sexes, there's differences between nationalities, ethnicities. There's a lot of differences. It's just that the differences don't justify the oppression. And if you claim that the differences between a human being and any other animal justify the oppression, you would have to claim what the differences are. You want to have a conversation?
Yeah, of course.
Are
Nice
you
to meet you.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Hey guys, what's up?
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
That's fine with me, man.
Okay. You want to come here? Stay
Oh,
tuned?
yeah, you're free, man. Yeah.
What's your name?
Cameron.
Kimar. I'm
Nice
Chip.
to meet you.
Where are you from, Kimar?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah,
You're
the
the first person I meet from there.
You for real? We're
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Caribbean. Hot sun, so it's usual for us.
So you get used to this.
Oh, we love the cold, man. I don't like the sun here.
Okay.
It's supposed to be cool.
I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I
Oh.
fight for animals. How do you
Yes.
feel about animals?
Oh, we love animals in our country over there. We actually
Yeah.
have a case right now where an endangered species, an ocelot, actually was damaged by a hunter.
Yeah.
And we have seasons for these things. And one of my friends, who's a vet, is actually doing emergency surgery to save its life. The restriction behind it is that they break the law, and these endangered species, seeing that our own country is so small, it should be really much more enforced, honestly, to protect these species, because it's an ocelot, and you don't get much of that anymore. So I think that we need to enforce that a lot more to these animals.
They are pretty cute also.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I want to ask you, do you think hunting is bad?
So in our country, I would say to an extent, yes.
Yeah.
Because we don't have need for it anymore. It's just a game.
Yeah.
But tradition going along the years, it's passed on to the kids.
Yeah.
And they just carry it as a hereditary kind of thing, which I don't think is needed anymore. Let wildlife be wildlife, and the nature of itself, we can sustain ourselves through poultry and other sorts of things, market-wise.
So if there's no necessity to kill an animal, it would be wrong to do so, right?
I would believe so, yes.
Do you think we need to consume any animal products?
To some extent, I would say yes, but moderations, obviously, because our religion in Hinduism, you don't necessarily eat meat, more veggies or whatsoever. But I also have some friends who have to get some sort of protein because of their allergies and stuff also.
Can they get protein in other sources?
They tried, but it's, you see, our country, the humidity and the work, it's a lot. So it takes a toll on your body from the times that we go out there. The sun I'm taking right now is bare minimum. This is like relaxing for us. It's like at least 10 times worse than this. And it's hot work, so that it's like the quickest meal they could grab or whatsoever, protein, carbs. It's part of their nutritional diet. Some of them.
But what
really
about you? Because I don't want to speak about other people.
Me, honestly, I'm in a state where it is that I can try anything, eat anything, enjoy anything. It's fine.
Including ocelots.
Nah. Well, actually, they can't, in our country, there isn't a restriction to animals
Yeah.
of the hunting season of that.
But
That's-
would you kill and eat ocelots?
if I would kill it, I'd eat it, no.
So what if the only animals left to eat in your country would be ocelots?
Well, I know in some countries, like the same thing, we had this conversation about dogs. Like, we love dogs so much in our country, and I don't want to misquote the place itself, but I understand that there's a breed of dog that they use as meals. And I mean, for us, we'd have a heart towards that, and they would just be like, we're just trying to survive. You know, so to answer
Yeah,
the
so in a
question-
situation of necessity, you can justify even killing humans to eat them, right? Because you need to. If you're in a deserted island, then the only way for you to survive was to eat a human
survival,
being.
yeah, the survival instinct will kick in.
Yeah, exactly. But when there's no necessity behind it, can we really justify killing any animal?
No, I don't see it. No, not necessarily. No, I think it more comes down to the pleasure of trying something or enjoying something, the human greed.
Do you think that's a good justification to kill an animal?
No, I would be honest. No, I don't think so. In taking a life in terms of that, if it has to in certain places like in our country,
Yeah.
some places it has to do it because the income isn't as well, so people have to have a farm to like raise their chickens to get a meal. And it's not
Can
to say
they
that
grow
they'll eat-
plants?
Sorry.
Can't they grow plants?
No, they do have plants, but let me just say, like, they always eat a high starch
But
diet.
let's speak about your position, because
Yeah.
I can't speak to other about
Yes,
other
yes,
people,
yes.
right? So, what is your position? Do you buy food from a supermarket?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you have other alternatives in a supermarket, like tofu?
We do eat tofu, yes, we do eat tofu.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I
Chickpeas,
said,
lentils.
we do have the best chickpeas lentils called
Yeah,
doubles. You
I'm
should
sure
try
you
that.
have a
Yeah,
lot
no,
of,
the double, yeah, we have the
I know
Caribbean.
the,
Yeah, it's very diverse, like I say. We are the Caribbean is actually very vegetarian based.
Yeah.
There are things that we make with you guys call it spinach, we call it
Yeah.
bhaji, eggplant, we call it baigan, potatoes, we call it aloo. It's part of our tradition. The number one meal actually in the Caribbean is a veggie vegan meal called doubles.
Yeah.
So it's very high prominent of the Indian culture that we do create these things.
Yeah.
Check it out doubles yourself, and you'll be amazed by it. Everybody from the world come to try it. So,
But
when
if you can have protein from tofu and all these, I'm sorry
Yeah.
for interrupting
Yeah,
you.
no, I
if you
see,
can
no,
get
yeah.
everything from plants,
Yeah.
how is it justified for you to choose an animal product?
that is true. Yeah, I can agree with that. That's totally understandable. I mean, it comes on once again to everybody's personal choice and gain that they want to try something.
Yeah, but this, like, I understand that's where other people make the decisions. That's why I want to speak to you. Like, do you think you would be justified in saying, I want to try the taste of a dog, therefore it's justified for me to kill a dog. I want to try the taste of a human, therefore it's justified for me to kill
To
a
me,
human.
human curiosity of living on one planet and trying many different cultures is what is getting the best of us. So, like, I traveled to Paris and we always heard about frog legs, like mountain chicken. And I was like, how does it really taste? Because you always heard about it. And I was just like, I'll try it. And I did try it. It tastes like chicken. So it's for me, most personally, it was just like, I just wanted to know how does it actually taste? Because you've been hearing about it all your years in your
Are
life.
you curious about how dogs taste?
I would be honest, might be, but I have a restriction on that one because I love dogs.
Yeah, so you see,
Yeah.
you see the way you put
Yeah.
it, when it comes to, even if you're curious about dogs,
Yes.
you say we should respect their rights. But
Yes.
these other animals,
Yeah.
say
You
no,
can't
right?
respect all animals to be treated equally,
Yeah.
no matter the caste system of being in the home,
Yeah.
being in the yard, being in the sky, being in the water, or being in a farm.
I mean, you say all this, man, but then you do something else. What's
Totally
going
different.
on there?
And that's the thing about it is the empathy that we would have, the selective empathy, and we all not supposed to have that. We're supposed to have empathy throughout. But like I say, it's just the culture, and I think later on in life, I think everybody will find their way and see it for themselves that, hey, you never know for myself. I might actually turn to be total vegan because I see to myself later on I might do it. And I think everybody will probably find that journey for themselves, health-wise or spiritually, and say, you know what, I feel much healthier or better not taking a life.
I don't care about that. So I don't care if people choose that they feel in one way or not. I don't care how people feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me put it this way. If somebody on the street says they feel good by beating women, I'll be like,
Oh,
fuck you.
yeah.
You don't get to
For
beat
sure.
women.
Yeah.
If somebody says I feel good by killing dogs, fuck you. You don't get to kill dogs.
Mm.
If somebody says they feel good about killing other animals, fuck you. You don't get to kill other animals.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple for me. It doesn't, when you can get to feel good without
Mm-hmm.
without oppressing somebody, without violating their rights, I don't think we should let you, or we should be, okay, well, you do you. No, when you're violating somebody's right, you have to take into consideration that they're somebody, that they experience life like you do, and that they don't deserve just for you to violate their rights because you want to experience something.
True.
Well, how is your one experience of 10 minutes really measure by saying, well, I'll take your whole experience of life because I want to experience 10 minutes of this type of pleasure.
Of
right?
pleasure, of greed, just
Yeah.
because of the curiosity.
Yeah.
Very true.
Right?
Very
It's
true.
not really justified, is it?
No, and definitely not justified at all. It's just, this is how we are. Humans are just selfish, disgusting beings. I mean, the more that we have to look with ourselves and realize, okay, you are being this person now. How about become a different, better person the next day? And how do you become that?
And I appreciate you saying that. And do you think you have responsibility for the things that happen for the animals that are killed for you? Or crushed for you?
Yes, we all do, because we're taking our life at the end of the day. And once again, they don't have a voice, and they don't they have a right,
Yeah.
obviously, because they come on this earth as a living being,
Yeah.
as of everything else. Just because they can't speak doesn't mean that they don't have a choice or a right to survive.
Exactly.
Or have families and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's very true, and just how nature has go, it circles. But like I always say,
But your choices, your responsibility. How many more animals should you be responsible going forward for the killing, for the exploitation, for treating them like objects?
that I can't answer. But what I could say is that me personally, I'm on a journey of finding myself and finding deep down and religiously. Later down, you never know, I might actually follow any path of a vegan, because this is how our religion, Hinduism, goes to. And majority of the time, a lot of us do go follow that path later on in life, where it is
Yeah.
that, okay, that allow us to see what life is, and then after we have to go and repent, obviously, for all these sins that we've committed. And yeah, we go straight to vegan, and we actually carry our lives straight down to the end of life, vegan, and become religious pundits and spiritual leaders and things like that, and push
Yeah,
them.
I don't care about the spiritual side.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't. I'm not spiritual, but like you can choose whatever you want. But
Yes.
my concern is with this idea that you said at some point I'll do this,
Mhm.
but from here to there, animals will lose their life.
Yeah.
Animals will be treated like objects
Definitely,
for you because
definitely,
of your choices,
definitely,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
And for you, yeah, it's just about like, oh, I'll say I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But like if somebody who's more powerful than you just comes and kills you, your family, and all your friends, would it be justified if they
It's
afterwards
not
they say I'm sorry?
justified. It's not justified, but I'll have to accept it for what it is. That's how so I tell people like this. The rule of the jungle, basically, is
But
that
it's not that, because this person could always stop, right? Like that's the what I'm trying to explain to you is not to have a defeatist attitude where you're like, well, it is what it is, because in reality you are controlling the situation. You are in the position where you could choose no longer for these animals to be put in this position and just be vegan today. Like there's no reason why you should have to wait even a single hour until you choose keep oppressing them.
No, that is true. Yeah, that is
Right?
true.
Like you already experienced some of the stuff, and I'll tell you what, nothing tastes that great anyway. Like
Very
plant-based
true.
food is fucking delicious, and you know that.
Oh,
It's-
we had
it's
some
the
amazing.
spices
Yeah,
that
we
make it.
know spices for sure,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this is why I said, for us, we know veggie food is amazing.
Exactly.
We know this for a fact. We even had something here recently, a gnocchi
Yeah.
that my friend had over there. We was astonished by it. We was like, "This is a pumpkin gnocchi. It doesn't even taste like a pumpkin gnocchi."
Yeah,
But there is truth behind it, and I do hope we as a people,
yeah,
we do see this and actually do feel more empathy for all classes of animals,
yeah,
you know, and it should be that way. Let the rule of the jungle goes to the nature of those who are in the caste system of that. We have being the higher educated primates,
yeah.
should at the end of the day be more responsible
We
for our
should, yeah.
decisions. And that is something, let nature be nature. We are part of nature, but we also have to complement and guide nature. And we being more intelligent should actually be the leaders in that.
You're saying the right things.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah,
you
yeah.
also get to act, because saying it means nothing, right?
No, well, this is what I'm saying. I understand philosophy on both sides. So I always try to tell people I have to be neutral in the way that I am.
Well, you
Because-
don't, because what is it on the other side that makes it more?
Well, everybody is different. I've learned this by traveling a lot. And I had a lot of empathy in a lot of things. And I have to understand that every individual is different, from different lifestyles, different things. And as much as
But every culture is different. Every individual is different. There's cultures on this planet where they do female genital mutilation. They cut off the clitoris of women so that they don't feel pleasure during sex.
yeah, well,
There's-
those are
the-
whole different topics.
There's I'm just saying, like there's
Yeah.
cultures and there's things that people see as normal and they keep doing it. It doesn't mean that they should continue doing
No,
it.
they should not. And I mean, what we should be happy about is that we are getting much better, not at the pace that we would like, but the awareness, the recognition, the help is getting there.
Yeah.
Eventually, like simple in my country, period poverty was something. I was part of a project called Period Poverty, where it is that sanitary pads for females was not mandatory.
Yeah.
And we had to fight, me and my friend, males, which was part of the Supermarket Association, came together and fought for this and put this through Parliament. And we tried really hard, and they actually amended it this year, well, last year into this year, which means now that they get this. So we take away that whole piece of you or you're bleeding, see about yourself, behavior. We care for you also, you're human. This is beyond your control, this is nature. Now we come together as people and address that. So we're not third world, first world country. We're somewhere in between there, but we're getting, like I always say, each point is getting somewhere better. But
Yeah.
I believe in a few years, every point and some point, everybody would live in that harmony or coexistence somehow. And they need to wake up about that and push it.
I love that you have this energy to fight for other people's rights, which is very cool.
Yes.
But I'm not asking, by the way, what I'm sitting here speaking to you is I'm not asking you to take this energy and do the same for animals. It would be amazing if
Oh
somebody
no,
fought
so
for animals.
every year I do
Just asking you to make the choices where you
definitely.
don't oppress
Because
them.
I do animal shelter work every year for my birthday.
Yeah.
I do a fundraiser and
Yeah.
I donate to animal shelters. Every year in Trinidad and Tobago we go and pet the dogs.
But imagine how fucked up it is that you pay for animals to be sheltered and then you pay for some other animals to be killed.
Well, this is the thing about it now too. Dharma and karma. And this is where it goes. My conscience is clear to know that I have helped some, but I cannot help all.
But it doesn't work that way, does it? It's not like if I start helping 5 people over here, I can go and kill one, right?
Well, the difference is, like I always tell people, is that there are 100 criminals over here, right? They would just say there's 100 criminals over
Yeah.
here. And I was able to help rehabilitate one.
Yeah.
But the rest of them went and carried about themselves and killed the rest. But this one guy was rehabilitated, saved himself, and turned out to be a good, abiding citizen, right? It cost me $10 million.
Yeah.
Is that program fail or is it a pass?
No, it's a good, but like what I'm telling you
No, but
is,
is it a fail or a pass? Is
I
the
guess it's a
program?
pass, but doesn't.
Because that one guy, like I'm saying,
But you're not doing that because I'm not telling
Actually
you to
did
not.
that.
Yeah, sure. And I appreciate that. But what I'm saying is that in the situation that I described, it's not about. I'm not criticizing what you're doing, raising money for those individuals. I think that's great. I just think it's a little bit hypocritical to say I'm going to raise money for these individuals while at the same time pay for others to be killed. Like if it were in the case of the person you rehabilitated, it would be like you saying, you see, I rehabilitated this one criminal and then I fought my ass off for these 10 other criminals to have their throats cut. Why should they have their throats cut? Simply because I think they should.
well, it's not that, you know. What we looked at was by rehabilitation systems is that this one, we can't save all.
No, but I'm
they-
not asking you to save all. I'm
No,
asking
great.
you to not cut the throats of others.
No, we're not cutting. They carry on their lifestyles.
Yeah, but
they carry on.
But when it comes to animals, you are choosing to save some and cut the throats of others.
No, what I'm trying to say is that the one that I was able to help in that instance, he didn't have to go and kill a family. We saved a family or robbery or whatever it is he might have committed.
That's amazing.
Right. So, but the thing, like I always tell people, is that I could have done what I've done for at least one.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, and
but
so
when it
I
comes
can't
to
do
animals,
for
it's
all.
not that. For
But I can't
animals, it's a
say-
little
but
bit different.
I know,
right?
but I can't save all animals.
You
and do
can't.
it for all
But I'm not asking you to save them.
It's
I'm
just not eat all.
I'm just asking you to not oppress them. I'm
No,
not
no,
asking
no,
you
no,
to
no.
save them. I'm asking you to go around patching their paws, saying pet them, give
Yeah,
them
yeah.
food. I'm just saying don't cut their throat.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I
definitely.
mean?
Yeah,
like
definitely, yeah.
in the situation of criminals, I would be saying you should be fighting for them to not be sentenced to death or killed.
So the next deep question I will be like this, right? Could the world sustain the whole world going vegan?
100%, yeah.
I'll have to do
Because
some research on.
well,
yeah.
we-
I haven't deep dived on that.
it takes between 3 to 8 times more land to produce 1 gram of animal protein versus plant protein. Because we have to grow a lot of food to feed the animals.
But here's the problem, and also why that can't apply to my country, is because we don't
It
have.
applies to everywhere.
Yeah, we don't have enough, even the pesticides alone, to try to say that we could try to grow these things. We have problems with that already.
Yeah, but
So-
you still grow food to feed those animals.
Actually, I would love for you to know how our farming works. We have to do a lot of importing. And the important is to feed the hatcheries.
Why not just import food to feed the
Well,
humans?
we do that also, but the thing is, there are some people who can't afford that also, and they do have their own.
So they can
That-
afford to buy food for the chickens, but not food for them?
The chicken, no. So what do you do?
And it's
They
also
do-
like I feel like
they
this
will
is an
even-
economical system. It's an economical problem,
It is.
which is obviously an
It's a-
important one,
right,
but
so
it
it's an
shouldn't be.
economical problem
But
again.
it shouldn't stop us from saying, well, we should continue this injustice because
Oh
it's
no,
economically
no.
feasible. Right?
It comes on once again to the families, what they could afford and what the country can sustain. The imports that we do bring down, it is, from once again, because of the
What do you import?
cross-economy.
Soy or corn? What do you import?
Our
feed the
country
chickens.
definitely would be is a filler that they make in our country also. They try to make the filler also. And the hatcheries most definitely, because we have our biggest budget is in the hatcheries. So it's a tourist country. So they have to please the tourists also. Otherwise, if we don't get tourism to our country
No, yeah.
and eat what they want to eat, then we lose income.
No,
And
but I'm just saying,
So
like-
it's a whole shit, like I say, like I understand. But the thing is, right, which is fine, which is good. The doubles is the number one visited thing, which is vegan. So it's very, once again, the two sides of the coin.
It's not, because you see the reality of it is when you're thinking about animals, you're putting them under this clump and you're saying it's two sides of the coin. It's like, you see, I gave you food, therefore if I accidentally tripped you, it's fine because you're still alive or whatever. You're thinking about this. But every single individual animal is an individual who has an experience of life in there. So you can't just say, well, I saved 5 animals, therefore killing one is justified.
Oh no,
It's
no,
never
definitely
is,
not
right?
justified. No, like I said, it's not about justifying.
Yeah.
It's about making a personal peace.
Yeah, but your personal peace isn't, it shouldn't be there. Because,
Oh well, no. If you don't have personal peace, then you will go insane trying to save everything.
but I'm not saying I'm not saying you should save everyone. I'm saying you should not oppress everyone.
Oh no, no,
I think
no,
if
definitely
everyone
not
in the world
oppressing.
would choose not to
No,
oppress everyone,
no,
we
we'll
would already
definitely
be in a
not
better
oppress
place.
anybody at all. But like I
But the
say,
animals are oppressed for you.
no, some of the animals are oppressed. Some are free range. Some are.
But free
actually-
range are still oppressed because they have their throats cut. They are still in a position where they're treated like objects. I mean, you
Yeah.
talk about hatcheries. The
Yeah.
male chicks are blended up.
Well,
alive
yeah,
in
we know that.
hatcheries.
Yeah, that's and they have that aspect about that is
Yeah.
dealt with that separately. But when it comes to personally, for me, like I say, I have to make peace with things, and what I can do in the best good with my great intention is all I can give. Well, right now, off me, until it is that I am in a place where it is I can give all of me and make transitions. I will know that personally within myself.
But you see, I don't see it because you say two completely opposite things. First, you say it's wrong to do this calculation where I kill an animal, but I save 5, therefore it's okay. First, you say that this calculation is wrong, and then you say I'm at peace for doing this.
Yeah, because that transition of so it's a transition of life. So in Hinduism, they are vegans in our country. Many vegans, many things like that. Some people enjoy their lives early. They allow them to enjoy that life. Later on, they will transition, or some of them are full vegan because of their full religious belief. And even though for myself, like I'm saying, I am here where I am in life right now, learning, understanding what is right and wrong. And
But you already said it's wrong.
yeah, well, no. I mean, overall in life, what right is wrong? What is right and wrong in life? So I have to decipher life in my own way, and then later on, which might be definitely because I'm probably in line for this because of this mold, that I might be a religious leader, and I will actually find the deeper impact of what is equality in everything and peace with everything. So probably within time. I don't know what like I say, I'm just taking the life of journey and going with it, but respecting as much as I could.
Yeah, but you don't believe in this, right? Like I'm just asking you again. Do you believe in this idea that if you do one good thing, you're entitled to do one bad thing?
No, that is totally wrong. It's not necessarily a want to do bad, you know. It's not a willing intention to say that I want to kill this chicken or whatsoever and something like that. It's
No,
just,
but you're ignoring it. You're ignoring that you're taking their life. You're actively saying, I want to pay so that a chicken was killed for me. It is still a bad thing that you're doing because you're making this choice. You could always just make the choice to not do that. And what I'm asking you is not go out there with a sign say stop all chickens like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
I'm saying just make the choice that doesn't kill them.
which is transition of life, which is you have
Which
to
is
change yourself.
tofu, yeah.
So feel the impact of that life.
Yeah,
Respect
but seeing
and-
it as a transition is yet again you clumping this whole idea into an idea that you're transitioning to. But every single choice you're responsible for what you're making.
Definitely.
Because if
But
we
we are allowed to make mistakes also.
Yeah, like let me put it this way. If you're in the position of the victim and somebody would be cutting your throat and then they'll say, well, relax, from tomorrow I'm no longer be killing anybody else. Would it mean anything to you that they're choosing to kill you right now?
And you see, that is it. It comes out. This
They're
will go-
taking your life. You
it
wouldn't
would-
want
it
that.
could go so much deeper because, and you know, we booked for a museum.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you again. Right? What's the channel? I'll definitely follow you. I love this
Yeah.
conversation. Greatness, my brother. Nice to meet
there's
you.
there's a thing here called the most important speech you'll ever hear. Do you think you can give that a watch? I think you'll really like it.
Yeah. It's on YouTube.
It's you scan this QR code and it appears there.
Definitely, man. Thank you
Until
very
you
much.
watch it, don't consume any more products, okay?
Thank you
Just
very
to be
much.
honest with
Yes.
what you see, okay?
Yes, you,
I
brother.
appreciate you. Have a
Come
good night. Cheers. You guys want to have a conversation?
What is this about?
Animals.
Yes.
You want to come here so that you're in view? What's your name?
Rafael.
Rafael, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Sorry?
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yes?
Okay, so Rafael, I'm an animal rights activist.
Yes.
I fight for animals. How do you feel about animals?
I love them.
You love animals?
Yeah.
Do you think we can love animals while at the same time pay for them to have their throats cut?
I don't know what to tell about it, but I'm. I don't know. I feel okay having my diet from them. That's the whole.
Do you love
chain.
men or women?
Women.
Women.
Yes.
If you say you love women, would you expect somebody who says they love women to also kill women?
No.
Okay, so if you say you love animals, should I expect that you kill animals?
I don't know.
What do you think?
Thank you very much.
So we shouldn't be killing animals.
I don't know, but
You don't
yes.
know? Should we kill or not kill
We're
animals?
not kill, but we eat. We feed like every animal in the jungle. The lions.
We don't need to kill animals.
We don't need, but many years before, Neanderthal men hunted.
Yeah, but
And-
many years ago we didn't give rights to women. Many years ago we had slavery. Doesn't mean we should continue doing those,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
So should we stop eating animals?
Yeah, we should stop.
So what's keeping you from stopping
I don't
eating
know.
animals?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
So how do you make decisions when you consume products?
Sorry?
How do you make decisions when you eat animal products or when you consume products?
I don't know what to say about this. But
When you buy an animal product, how do you make a decision what you buy?
I don't know what to say.
You just buy?
Yes,
You don't think?
probably yes.
Yeah. Don't you think
I
you
should-
should think?
I should think yes.
Okay. I see you're trying to go. I'm not going to keep you. There's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can give that a watch?
Yes, of course. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Cheers. Bye. You want to have a conversation? Are you okay being live on YouTube? Okay, give me a second. You want to come here so that you're in view? How old are you, by the way?
19.
19. Okay, I'm Chip. What's your name?
Autumn.
Autumn.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Autumn?
Cardiff, Wales.
Cardiff, Wales. Nice, lovely. I'm Chip. I'm from Romania, but I live here in the Netherlands. So, Autumn. By the way, lovely name, Autumn.
Thank you.
I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for animals. How do you feel about animals?
Yeah, I love animals.
You love animals?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked the person before. Do you think we can love animals while at the same time cut their throats?
Yes.
We can?
Yes.
Do you love men or women?
Men.
Okay. If you love men, would I expect that you cut the throats of men?
No.
No. Okay. So when it comes to animals, how can we love them while at the same time cut their throats?
I don't think I could physically cut an animal's throat,
Yeah.
but I think I do eat animals.
Yeah. Do you think you need to?
No. Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. So if you don't need to do it, do you think it's fair to do it to them then?
Probably not, no.
Okay.
So I don't like makeup that tests on animals, so I don't know why I eat them either.
Do you buy makeup that tests on
No.
animals? She said no.
No.
No. Okay. Because there's no need for it, right?
Yeah.
So if there's no need for it also for the food, why not apply that also to food?
Yeah, probably should be vegetarian.
Vegan?
Well, yeah, vegan.
Yeah, because you know what happens to dairy cows?
No.
Do you know why cows produce milk?
No.
To feed their babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you think they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
Farmers.
Yeah, exactly. The farmers impregnate them. Do you think that's fair to just
No.
impregnate them? Yeah, so I'm not going to describe the procedure to you because you
Yeah.
seem very young. When the babies are born, they separate them from their mothers. Do you know why they do that?
No.
Because if the baby stays with the mother, they drink the milk. Yeah, so
And they want us to drink the milk.
Exactly.
okay.
If the baby is born male, what do you think happens to them?
Killed?
Because they don't produce milk.
Yeah.
And if the baby is female, they stay separated from their mothers and repeatedly impregnated, exploited for milk, babies taken away, all that stuff, for 6 repeated years. Afterwards, they kill them.
Yeah.
Cows can live 24 years. Do you know why they kill them that early?
For humans.
Yeah, I mean, their milk production declines or
Yeah.
they no longer get pregnant. Would you ever want to be in that position where somebody sees
No.
you only for what your body gives?
No.
Do you think we should be putting them in that position?
No.
No. What do you think you should do about it? Like, what's your responsibility in all this?
Raise awareness. Probably stop eating meat and dairy.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
first thing, right? You
Yeah.
should yourself stop the contribution of that. How many more animals should be put in this position for you going forward? I don't care what happened in the past. I'm not here to judge.
Yeah.
But going forward, what do you feel? How many more animals should be
None.
put in? None. You should go vegan then, huh?
Yeah.
What's holding you back from being vegan today?
Well, Nothing.
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 Do you know how to be vegan?
Yep. Just
Yeah.
not eat dairy.
Just not eat
and
dairy
or
and
animals.
Yeah, or eggs or any of that
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you gonna be vegan from now on?
Yeah, maybe I'll think about it.
Maybe you'll think about that.
Yeah.
Maybe don't just think. I'm vegan, by
Yeah.
the way. Do you have any questions for me? So maybe don't just think that, but act.
Yeah.
There's a thing here called Challenge 22.
Yeah.
They hook you up with a. You just have to, like, literally just scan this QR code and it appears there. They hook you up with a dietitian. They send you recipes every day and they help you go vegan
Yeah.
for free.
Oh,
If
that's
you can
great.
give that a try.
Yeah.
While you're in Amsterdam, there's a really nice place called Karma Kebab.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's open, but there's a lot of vegan restaurants around.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe
you.
give those a try.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so
Lovely
much.
to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Have a good one. Bye. She wasn't very talkative. Don't just think about it. Do it. Start now. Be vegan. Yeah, Miss Katie. But you know, should I be a bit more pushy? Guys, I have to do my own live stream. Everyone stay here and support Chip. See you later. See you, Miss Katie. Thank you for being here. Autumn, our amazing new vegan. Let's hope so, Renee. Let's hope so. Planted the seed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if sometimes if I should push more or something, but I expect you guys to tell me why give Challenge 22 and talk about a dietitian, because I feel like people like her, like the way I give recommendations is people like her are people who just need to try it and they'll see that it works and then they just go ahead with it. I feel like there's people who are just reluctant to the change rather than the ethical side of it. And the people who are reluctant to the change, I try to give them help to changing. Thank you, Renee, for the donation. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll be on the other channel. It's pretty clear that the views aren't going through today on this one. Tap that like button. Yeah, not eating meat is just like standing up against slavery. Well, no, not eating meat is like not having a slave. It doesn't mean you're standing up against it. Being an animal rights activist or being a human rights activist is like standing up against slavery, but you not committing the oppression yourself doesn't mean you stand up against it. It just means you're not committing the oppression yourself. You're talking to sheep. Get a leader on here to talk back, have a debate. For the night, Hotel California, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. How to support you? 1, if you're vegan. 2, if you're interested. 3, if you're a troll. I like that, Jason. Chip getting demonetized for singing. Nah. My singing is not that great. The algorithm is like, oh no, I detect some music. Oh no, it's just sounds.
What's your social experiment?
Just ask people some questions.
Okay.
How old are you girls?
18.
18? Okay. Are you being live on YouTube?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna stand here.
You're just gonna be, yeah, okay, it's better actually. Yeah, it's better because you say you're 18. I don't know if I should trust you whether you're 18.
But
No, it's fine, it's fine. I don't want to see no any ID. What's
Okay.
your names?
My name's Ruby.
Ruby, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. How about
Chip.
you? Yeah.
That's a cool
Dovla.
name. Zara.
Zara. You say cool names? All of you have cool names. Where are you guys from?
Cheers, Chip.
England.
England.
Bristol.
Love it. Well, I'm from Romania, but I live here in Amsterdam.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm fighting for animal rights. How do you guys feel about animal
Yes,
rights?
I
She's
love
a
animal
vegetarian.
rights. I don't eat meat
You don't eat meat? Why don't you eat meat?
because when I was young, my dad lived on a farm, and I think this is deep trauma. It's not an actual reason, but I think I saw a dead pig and it was hung from its feet and it was skinned, and I was like, oh, that's not very pleasant. And then
I saw a
didn't
sheep
eat pork.
just like you did, so
Yeah, that's not very nice. And it just kind of in my head, I just don't really like it.
I get that. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. So, do you think we should be treating animals like objects, like oppressing them, killing them, using them?
No, I feel like animals are sentient beings.
Yeah.
And like,
Zara doesn't eat pork.
yeah, I don't eat pork. That's because I'm Muslim. Well, we believe strongly like about treating animals well, just the same as other human beings. All animals, really, aren't we?
I agree with animal rights.
But what about all sentient beings, all animals?
Yeah.
Why treat some this way? Why treat others another way? Like
For power and money.
for power and money, right?
Yeah.
But where do they get the money from?
What the people?
It's all a
treat them.
construct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capitalism. All
Capitalism.
of the
Well,
rich men.
somebody's giving them money. Who's giving them money? Are you giving them money?
Wait, who
The economy,
giving who
yeah.
money?
Like to
Buying
to
meat.
people who produce animal products?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
probably.
consumers of the animal
consumers.
products.
Yeah. So it starts with us, right? We are
Yeah,
responsible
yeah,
for our
facts.
choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just meat, by the way. It's dairy
Everything.
products as
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Eggs.
Leather,
She doesn't
honey.
eat milk. She doesn't drink milk though. To be
No, I
fair.
don't really drink milk.
Cheese.
I think milk is really wrong. Like
She
dairy
has, like,
products are
soy
really wrong
stuff.
because
Yeah.
like the fact
The
cows have to
impregnation.
be impregnated like
Yeah,
unconsensually to cows.
Like
Yeah.
that's even
Madness.
animal misogyny.
Literally.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't hear that a lot, but it is. Let me show you something.
Yeah, we're very woke here.
I was gonna ask if you were vegan, but you have a tattoo saying vegan on you.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you are.
Yeah.
Period, as you should be.
Have you seen this before?
Put them inside of cows.
Yeah. Do you know why they do that? Yeah. So they put this in the hands, in the anus of a cow. Do you know why they do that?
To impregnate them.
So they do. Yeah, they do that to hold their cervix. They put them in the anus. They hold their cervix, and then they inject semen in their vagina.
Yeah, that's so fucked up. That's just so fucked up.
Literally, like not only the objectification of women, but female cows.
Yeah, literally.
Insane.
Literally.
Insanity.
So bad.
I mean, I love that you get it, but why do you pay for it then?
She doesn't, but we do.
Me
Yeah.
They-
personally,
They're at fault, guys.
yeah, it's just like it's like cognitive dissonance. Like I know it's wrong,
Yeah.
but I'm so desensitized. I'm able to like separate my actions
Exactly.
from it.
Yeah.
Like
And like
even though when I think about it, I know it's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, this is a result of their the way the system is built,
Yeah,
right? Because you go into a supermarket, you buy a product, you don't really think that there was an individual who was oppressed for that product, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for us, it's easy to be desensitized, but there is an individual. That's why I'm here, sitting here,
Yeah.
reminding all of us that there is an individual there who needs.
You know
we
what?
need to take
Maybe
this-
maybe we'll go vegetarian.
Yeah, maybe
we'll go
maybe
vegan.
you guys.
Vegan.
Yeah, maybe we'll go
Vegan.
vegan.
Yeah. Well, I think you should. I don't think there's a maybe because I'm also a feminist. I believe in LGBTQ rights, all of it, right? Like
Period.
there's
You
no,
should.
there's no. What's period now?
Period.
Like
Period,
hello.
yeah.
It means like full stop. It's like yes, well
Okay,
done.
okay, perfect. Okay, well, the reality is that oppressing anybody is wrong regardless of the reason behind it, right?
Fact.
And who they are.
And who they are, exactly. We can justify saying, well, gender is, no, it's not. Well, skin color is, no, it's not. Religion, no, none of it is valid enough.
no.
And neither is species, because
Yeah.
none of us chose to be in that position. You didn't choose to be human or a
Yeah,
woman.
real,
I didn't choose
real.
to be human or a man or whatever, right? Oppressing you on the basis of who you are would be wrong, right?
Facts.
And even if you're in the position where you don't know what you're doing, don't you think you have a responsibility to act even in that position?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
You're right.
Yeah.
You are
So
so right.
this is the difficult
This is
question.
eye-opening.
I appreciate you. How many more animals should be exploited for you going forward?
For me, none.
No, yeah, none.
None.
What do you think about like the people that like use their own, like raise their own? Do you think just like killing them is wrong, or like if you treat them
Well, and then like at the end of their life,
yeah,
Like fair
You
trade
like-
and like organic.
Well,
or
organic
even
means
just like
nothing, but,
homesteads, like homestead, like
having
you
your own chickens.
You have your own chickens, and then like
you
when they pass
eat the
away,
eggs as well.
So let's put it this way: if you find a dead animal on the street
Yeah.
and you want to eat their flesh,
Yeah.
I still think it's a form of objectification, but I wouldn't stand against it. I wouldn't
Okay.
say don't do it, right? Because you're not
I hear
violating
that.
anybody's rights in particular,
I
right?
hear that.
But if you're bringing somebody into existence, also that
For
you
the
can
sole
have a
purpose,
purpose of
just to
using
kill
them and killing them, it's a different thing, right?
Yes,
and take for
I hear
instance
that.
eggs. A lot of the times we think eggs are harmless, and we say, well, what
no,
if I have
they're
a
not. They're worse.
They are. The worst are probably eggs are probably the worst on one side because only females lay chicken. Only female chickens lay eggs. So the males.
It's
they're-
this animal misogyny again, bro.
Yeah.
They hate women in every
It's
species.
the same concept of cows being pregnant from milk.
It is. That
Chickens.
a lot of the times we have conversations as vegans with feminists, and we say, "How can you be a feminist and not be vegan?" Because it's fucked
Oh my
up,
god,
right?
yes. How can you? How like it's like when men, how can if a man can't go vegetarian or vegan for like a couple days or whatever, then he can't be feminist or something.
Yeah, because the same reason why you should be a feminist is the same reason why you should be vegan and all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
don't
bro.
oppress others on the basis of something how they're
I
born,
do
right?
hear that completely, actually.
Yeah, and that's all it is, right? And for us, it may seem difficult to change because we've always done it, and because it's choices that we've always done. It's a routine, but it takes a month, 2 months of best that you change a routine, and then your whole life you stop oppressing animals.
Yeah.
And if you don't, up to 100 animals each year are oppressed for you specifically.
And also, it's good for the climate as well.
It's
like,
really
it's
good,
so
yeah.
good for the
Immensely
climate.
better, yeah.
People hate on people for eating soy products, but like most soy products are designated towards animal feed and stuff like that, like which is terrible.
I like it. Yeah, nice. You're right. That is true. Yeah. Yeah. But why don't you call vegan? Well, yourself vegan.
Because I don't eat. I do eat eggs, and like.
But you just said eggs are the worst.
I know, but it's bad. But I mean, well, I don't know, because otherwise I'm really anemic, and I mean,
Anemic, like low in iron.
really.
But eggs are not good source for iron.
No, not eggs just, but like I eat eggs just because protein, you know.
Do you think you can get protein from other sources?
Yeah. I can.
Yeah.
She'll definitely be
It's just
thinking
like-
about this for the
I
rest
will
of
be.
the
Yeah.
day.
No,
I
she
will
will.
be
She will
guilt
not stop
all
talking
day.
about it.
Yeah.
I was actually just picturing us sat on the grass.
We just dropped shrooms,
having
so
a
in an
conversation.
hour she's gonna be like, guys, you need to
You
go.
just took some shrooms. Okay. You're gonna have a good time, I guess, going forward.
Yeah, and what all I'm
A
gonna
good
think about is
vegan
why am I
time.
But
not
a good
vegan?
vegan time.
We will be vegan doing it.
Okay. Let me give you some cards. I appreciate you. I don't want to keep
Thank
you
you.
too
It's
long.
very nice
No,
to
you're
meet you.
okay.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
You were so nice. Those,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I
Not all
appreciate-
men should be like you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. There's a thing there called Challenge 22.
Yeah.
It will help you with all of it. You just
Okay, thank
subscribe
you.
to it, you give your name and your email. It's free. They hook you up with a dietitian if you need help, like especially if you're anemic.
Yeah.
And they send you recipes every day. They help you go vegan for free.
Is this just in Amsterdam?
Well, I do it in Amsterdam because I live in
Do they
Amsterdam,
do it
but
other places?
they do it everywhere. Like if you want to be part of a group, especially in England, the UK. I don't know if you live in London or
We live in like Bristol. Do you know
Bristol. Yeah, there is in Bristol. There's Anonymous for the Voiceless and We the Free, and they do this type of activism also where they speak to people. But if you don't want to speak to people because you feel uncomfortable or something, you can always just
That's very
go and help out.
interesting.
Yeah.
Very- and it's a very good approach you have, like not just going up to people and like
Yeah,
Around
not just
waiting
trying to
for
get
you.
them to.
yeah, like
Do
we
it,
walked
like, let
past
them
you on
come
the
to you.
way through, and then when we came back past, we were like, let's have a conversation.
Well, I appreciated that you stopped. Vegan
Yes.
from now on, okay? No
Yes,
more animals
okay,
exploited
thanks,
for you.
thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it and
Nice to
enjoy
meet
your
you.
day,
Have
okay?
a great day.
Have a good vegan life. Bye. I mean, I don't know. The fact that I feel good. Actually, I liked them. They were nice. They also said nice things about me. I guess that's also why I feel good. But not just that. I think like they really just got it all of instantly. You don't get a lot of people who get it instantly. That's amazing, you know. Maybe I should have also told them that. What's your stand on wild animal suffering? Well, we can discuss that at some point if you want. I'm not going to discuss that right now, but yeah. I agree all men should be more like Chip. Alinda, thank you. You're going to make me blush. I'm going through some shit and... You know, being appreciated is always nice. So thank you for that. Although I'm a bit too direct, apparently. Okay, I changed the batteries of the camera. We're all set for more conversations. This is Amsterdam? Yeah, this is Amsterdam. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. You know, remember to hit that like. Maybe we'll get a little bit more of those views. I don't know. Jake says that was nice. Yeah, they were very nice girls. But they said they just dropped mushrooms. I think that was the perfect conversations to have to somebody before having mushrooms, wasn't it? Chip, how old were they? Well, they said 18, I think. But they weren't on camera, so it's all good, you know. They were very young. They looked very young. What's your stand on wild animal suffering? I told you I'm not going to speak about it right now. I'm not here to speak about that, right? I'm here to speak about oppression. Well, not about suffering. Suffering is one thing, and we should definitely tackle wild animal suffering at some point. But I think first and foremost, we should stop the oppression of the animals that we're doing today. Mushrooms help me go vegan, says Jake. Fuck yeah, Jake, that's awesome. What's your main protein source? I would say, soy products. Tofu I eat every day. Tempeh I eat every day. And David will be here tomorrow, and he will see that I also, nowadays, this week, because Vegetarisch Slager, or the vegetarian butcher, is on discount, I will also eat a lot of vegetarian butcher this week, which is like a brand that makes plant-based meats. Hey, DJ Ara is here. Nice to have you here. Yeah, David, it was a good conversation. Good conversation. Views are still low, huh? Liked, subbed, and commented. Hey, that's cool. Love it. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back to work soon, so I'll maybe be staying for one more conversation or two. Finally, I can sit down, says Linda. You can sit down, Linda. Why? Why couldn't? No, the question is, why couldn't you sit down before that? Veganism is class biased. Oh, not at all, Sailor. In fact, it's the opposite, because plant-based diets are actually the absolute cheapest things you can get everywhere. Chickpeas, lentils, pasta, rice, beans, bread. These are the cheapest things in the supermarkets, the absolute cheapest things. Hey, want to have a conversation? So, no, they're not really class-based biased. Unless you mean that the poor people can afford to be vegan. Yes, they can, but I don't think that's what you mean. So no, being vegan is actually cheaper. In fact, you know what? In the Netherlands, where I live personally, and where a lot of people who I speak to live, even plant-based meat is cheaper than actual meat. So even that is cheaper. Although I wouldn't encourage you to eat only that. I would encourage you to fluctuate. But if you look at the price of, for example, flesh, I don't think you can get anything as cheap as tofu is. You can get like 500 grams of tofu for 2 to 3 euros, which you get a lot of protein from and a lot of sustenance from. Bread is really bad for our body? Who said that? That's such a silly comment to make. No, it's not. Bread is actually quite good for our body. What the hell does that mean? Obviously, if you're going to eat a lot of it, it's going to be bad, but anything that you eat a lot of will be bad. If you cannot afford justice, then that should even more give you an incentive to fight for veganism. Exactly. 189, 400 grams in Germany of tofu. Shit, that's even cheaper. I buy 3 packs of tofu a week. Yeah.
What about the...
You want to try it?
We try.
Do you speak English?
Yes.
Okay, are you okay being live on YouTube?
Okay.
You want to come here so that you're in view?
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is George.
Yurt?
Yeah.
I'm Chip, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Yurt?
I'm from Spain.
From Spain?
Yeah.
What brings you to Amsterdam?
I came before the pandemic, and museums, Heineken Museum, everything was closed, and now I come back to see when I'm lost.
Ah, nice. So Yurt, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for animals. How do you feel about animals?
I feel good by animals.
Do you think we should respect their rights as objects or their rights as individuals?
It depends. I think that we have to see each case and what happened in each case. And
What does it depend on?
because you have to how do you separate?
Yeah.
If it's a house animal, no, or I don't know how to say in English, but a house animal or an animal that living outside or an animal that is like in a show or whatever.
Well, why does that matter?
Because I think that the families that have an animal in their house want something different like the other people.
So wait, if a dog is living on the street, can I just kill them?
No.
Why not?
because it's an animal. It's
Yeah,
life. I don't know how to say. Something who has life.
What if I use their body as a fertilizer?
Sorry.
What if I use their body as fertilizer?
How do you use your body?
What if I kill them and use their body as fertilizer?
What is the last word? I don't.
Fertilizer. It's like the thing you put on the ground to make the plants grow.
This is so bad. This is so bad for us because we are learning to the other generation that this is fine, and it's not fine.
Okay. What if I kill them to eat them?
To eat them, maybe this is a social. I think that I eat animals. Okay, I eat meat, and I think that maybe in the future we will be able to create something that we can eat or.
We have that already.
Yeah, but it's I don't know at that moment. But when I see that they didn't have the like protein or whatever that we need to. We have to.
How much protein do you get per day?
I don't know. I only see like a structure in a magazine that says that they are doing things, but at the moment we are not allowed to have this, or I don't know how.
So
to
if you found out that you can get protein without killing animals, don't you think you should choose that?
No, if I choose that option.
Yeah. So.
But I think that the people now is not allowed. No, they don't have much money to buy this because in Spain we have markets with vegan products and some more. I don't know, but they have meat that is not meat. I don't know how to know, but. For example, 1 kilogram of meat in Spain it's 4, 5, 7 euros. It depends of the meat, and 1 kilo of this magical meat, no, it's expensive.
But you don't have to buy that, right?
Hmm?
You don't have to buy that.
You don't have to.
No.
I don't know.
You can buy tofu.
Nah, that's why tofu.
Tofu is cheap.
But here, maybe.
No, also in Spain. I've been to Spain recently.
Well, I don't know, but there are some kinds of meats. That is so.
But you don't have to eat those, right? Like there's expensive meat and there's expensive plant-based meat. There's expensive vegan food, there's expensive non-vegan food. You don't have to choose that if the price is your problem.
I think that the problem is that the person don't find information to pick the products that they can spend the money and normalize.
So if you had the resources required, would you go vegan today?
Maybe yes.
Yeah. So the only thing holding you back is not knowing how to do it?
Exactly, maybe. The information, how to do that, where I have to go to buy the products, because we are allowed this like costume. No? We are allowed to go buy a supermarket, buy this, and there in Spain the social people. I don't know how to say that in English, but it's so heavy. And when you do something, they try to. No, you have to do this. You have to do this, and maybe that's the problem. They're in Spain.
Is that the problem that's holding you back?
No,
that people are
My problem
pressuring
maybe
you?
is the information.
Yeah.
I think that the products are so expensive, and I think that is my problem.
Okay, so I'll provide you with a resource, and let's imagine that you have a resource to help you with all that. How many more animals should be killed for you going forward?
In a week, maybe.
What do you mean in a week?
How many animals I eat in a week? Or...
No. How many? From now on, if you have the information how to be vegan, how many more animals should be killed for you?
No, I don't know. How many animals should we kill for me?
Yeah.
No one. Zero.
Yeah, that would mean going vegan. Let me give you some resources. There's a thing here called Challenge 22, which they help you exactly with that. They
Okay.
help you with a step-by-step instruction on how to be vegan within your area, within your budget, within everything. Do you think you can try that?
I will try it.
Okay, and there's I think you will like there's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can watch that?
Yeah.
And until you watch it, how about you don't consume any animal products? You think you can do that? Maybe watch it tonight and have a vegan meal.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Okay, he got it. Marissa, I'm not sure if he got it, but it was a bit of a language barrier. I think when there's a language barrier, it's kind of difficult to have conversations, and I just give them a card. I have one more card left. Let's give one more card and then move on. It's not pleasure I seek. I require a certain amount of protein and calories, and steak happens to fit both. Well, actually, that's a very silly statement to make because steak is not really a good source of protein, by the way. I would say soy chunks are absolutely 100% the best source of protein if you want, because soy chunks are low in calories, high in protein. So if you want a high protein diet, soy chunks are your best bet. And yeah, as Nick says, you diminish the value of Jesus' sacrifice by forcing others to also die for you. Yeah. So no, I'm actually a nutritionist. I was obsessed with protein like most people are, which is so silly, by the way. It's such a stupid obsession. I've actually eaten a high protein diet for years, and I recently started going into lower protein, and I see absolutely no difference. In fact, I feel a little bit more energetic and a little bit better. So no, you don't need to be eating as much protein as you think. I would have between 250 and 350 grams of protein every day. That's way too much. And yeah, they have 100%. You can get all the protein you want on a plant-based diet. 100%. Absolutely no denial there. Do they die for me or die to be eaten? No, they die for you. Jesus died for us. Ridiculous name. They die for you specifically. They die because they get exploited because you demand it. You demand their exploitation and killing. Spirulina, yeah, spirulina is a good one also, says John Kautek, yeah. But spirulina tastes fucking awful. It's great, but it tastes fucking awful. What I'm saying, you can make it taste good. I don't know if you can make spirulina taste good. I have this nice fava bean plus right protein shake which uses coconut milk powder from South America. Tastes amazing. Renee, that sounds freaking delicious. That's amazing. Have you ever listened to vegan rap music? It's good. Yeah, I've listened to, what's his name? Oh shit, I'm spacing out on his name now. But yeah, it is good. Feldy. You're spending 35 pounds a month just on supplements to prop the diet up. That's not exactly sustainable for most people. No, I'm not. I'm really not doing that, no. No, I think the only thing that I have to supplement, and I have to supplement whether I consume animal products or not, is B12, because I became B12 deficient while consuming animal products. So no, I would have to buy that anyway, so I don't really see the point. And if your claim is that like a plant-based diet is healthier with all regards, even if you were to be taking, as you said, 30 pounds of vitamins every 30 pounds, that's such a disingenuous thing to say. 30 pounds, that would mean 1 pound per day. What kind of pill costs 1 pound? Come on, bro, just stop it with the nonsense. All you guys just keep inflating and pushing all this bullshit information, also that you can come up with a justification to oppress innocent animals. And I bet you that you who wrote that 30 or 35 pounds is not even a person who needs it. You're just a person who could easily even drop 30 or 35 pounds if that's the case. But you choose to not do, and you choose to say, well, others can't, therefore I will not. Therefore, I will oppress other animals. And in fact, you know what? In that process of saying that, because others can't afford to be vegan, which is your belief, like even in your own belief, you're still doing bad by these people. You're doing wrong by the people who you claim cannot be vegan, right? Because if you're in a position where you can be vegan and you're choosing not to be vegan, then you're choosing to form an injustice and make a society, like you're choosing to normalize this injustice, you're choosing to make it more affordable for this injustice. Instead, there might be people who feel bad that they're participating in this injustice and can't afford to do so. By the way, again, this is all your worldview, because being vegan is actually cheaper. So even in your worldview, you're doing something wrong, because if you're in a position where you can afford it, you choose not to simply because others can't. So yeah. You choose biological health? That's perfect, because we can be biologically healthy on a plant-based diet. We have empirical data showing that. I'm a certified nutritionist. The largest organizations of dietitians and nutritionists on the planet, called the Academy of Nutrition and Dietitians, which has over 1,000 members, which is in no way a vegan or vegetarian organization, recognizes that you can thrive on a plant-based diet at any age and stage of life, including infancy, pregnancy, and athletes. Yeah, biological health is vegan, in other words. Stop making plant-based foods taste like meat. You are so cruel. What's cruel about choosing to make something taste good so that you don't have to oppress animals? It's so cruel indeed to give people options so that they don't have to oppress animals. Wow, that is so cruel and so logical of me to make this claim, isn't it? Plants absolutely feel, just in a different way. What the fuck? Plants don't feel. Stop it with this nonsense. They don't have an experience of life. They don't have a brain. All the experience comes from here. You wanna have a conversation with me?
Depends on what?
Animals.
Animals. Okay.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, okay.
You wanna come here's the interview? What's your name?
David.
David, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, David?
From Czech Republic.
Czech Republic? What brings you to Amsterdam?
Culture.
Culture?
Culture, and I'm on holiday, so, free time.
So, David, I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I fight for animals. Do you feel we should respect animals' rights?
I think yes.
Yeah. Do you think we should treat animals like objects? Or should they have the right to be treated like individuals?
I think it's better like individuals, but depends on the, I'll say it in English, the definition, like what is to be treated like an individual,
Well, to have your interests respected is what I would say. So, for example, if you want to do something that doesn't infringe on anybody else's rights, you should be allowed to do so, right?
Okay, so you mean like an example, the chicken wants to go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't bother society or something, yeah.
Yeah, no, okay, I'm for it.
Yeah, do you think we should be bringing into existence animals, use them and then kill them?
Well, use them like...
I can know, to make clothes.
Eat them or something.
To make food, to make clothes, yeah. We make a lot of things from them.
I think yes, like humans did it for centuries like this.
Yeah, but now we can do it without doing that. Like we can make food, clothes without doing this to them.
Yeah, okay, but meat is meat. Like you cannot.
Yeah, I mean, food is food, meat is meat, sky is sky, buildings are buildings.
Yeah.
Tautologies don't really have anything. Like, what does that have to do with anything? This tautology that meat is meat.
Well, humans are omnivores, so I think
that means we can digest both. Doesn't mean we need both.
Yeah, but for example, the animal protein is different from.
In what way?
Vegetable protein.
In what way?
For example, some are.
By the way, I'm gonna stop you right here because I'm a certified nutritionist. So if you are sure about what you're saying, go ahead. But otherwise, you might be saying something that's not really accurate. So I'm just trying to stop you before you say something silly, because we are live.
Well, I think it's more. Some proteins from it are more. What's the word? Like digestible, like better digestible than the plant-based.
Yeah, so let's imagine that plant-based protein is 80% digestible. Why would that matter? You can eat 20% more.
Yeah, that's valid. But when I want to eat a cow or a chicken, I will eat it. Like that's.
Yeah, but when I want to eat a human, I will eat it. By the same logic, right? Why would that be? Why should somebody stop me from killing and eating a human?
Well, then you would be a cannibal.
Yeah, just like you are a carnist. Labeling it doesn't mean anything.
Well, would you eat a human?
By your logic, it would be moral if I chose to do so.
Well, then we have society that stops you from it.
Well, I can
Like-
get away from that legally, right? We've seen in the Epstein files people eat other humans on Epstein Island, and they got away with it. So
Yeah, if
it's
you
not
wa-
like people can't eat humans and
If
get
you
away with
want,
it.
But that's an individual.
So that would
that's
make
on
it,
you.
yeah,
Like-
just like animals are individuals. So would that be moral if I chose to kill and eat humans?
Well, it depends.
It
Like,
depends.
In the animal kingdom, they kill each other as well.
So just to be clear,
But-
what you're saying is that killing and eating an innocent human is justified
No,
in certain
you brought
situations. Yeah, I'm asking you. Is killing and eating a human justified?
Of course, no.
Oh, okay, not. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, but is killing and eating another animal justified?
Yeah.
In the same situation of no necessity.
Like, it's a chicken.
Yeah.
It's a beef.
Okay, perfect. It's not a beef, it's a cow. So what's the difference between a cow and a human that justifies the difference in treatment?
Because we are a different species.
Oh, perfect. So if I'm a different species than you, then it's
Yeah.
justified for me to kill you and eat you.
Yeah, that's nature.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if you're a different species, if you'd be a lion, for example,
Yeah.
then would just eat me because.
Well, no, but I'm just a different type of human. I'm not the same species as you. So it would be morally justified for me to kill you and eat you, right?
You're not a Homo sapiens.
No.
No. Well, that's bad for you. What are you?
Doesn't matter. I'm just not the same species. So it's morally justified for me to kill you and eat you.
Well, are you the same species?
Doesn't matter. If I weren't the same species, it would be justified for me to kill you and eat you, right?
From your perspective, yeah.
From my perspective, no.
Yeah.
My views say that it's wrong to kill and eat any sentient being. But you say that it's okay because I'm a different species than you.
Well, plants are sentient in a.
No, plants are not sentient.
Well, yeah.
What? Really? Where does sentience come from?
I'm asking you.
Are you asking if plants are sentient, or are you saying plants are sentient?
No, I'm asking you if what is the sentient mean?
It means they have an experience of life. They have a subjective experience of life. They are subjects of their own universe. It means they experience life. They don't just
Well,
live, they experience
depends.
life also.
Like plants experience heat, they experience sunlight.
They don't experience anything, no, because the experience comes from the brain. Plants don't have a brain.
But they experience.
No,
They
they
have
don't.
sensors.
They have sensors,
Yeah.
just like my phone has sensors. My phone has sensors. But it doesn't experience any of those sensors. Experience means you take in all those sensors, it forms an experience. You know the time passing, you feel the time passing, you have memories in the past, you form memories, you form emotions based on that. All those emotions form a feeling of that memory. You can remember that memory, you cannot remember that memory. It's all of this. That's an experience. Plants don't have any of that.
Well, if I look at a tree here, I think it has a lot of experience.
I mean, you can believe
Those-
whatever you want, but do you believe the earth is flat also?
How does it matter?
Well, because we
You're
have
just running
scientific
from a conversation.
because we have scientific evidence showing that plants are not sentient. So if you believe that plants are sentient, then you would be going against scientific evidence. So I'm asking if you believe the earth is flat, because we also have scientific evidence that the earth is not flat. So it would be along the same lines of believing against science, just going against science.
So what was the question again?
Is the earth flat?
No,
No, okay. How do you know?
because of the physical experiments.
Which physical experiments?
We did them at school.
Like what?
Like I don't know, the sun is going against the horizon.
Okay. Okay.
Once every 24 hours.
Okay. So how would you say if that pole is not sentient or not? How would you know if this pole is sentient?
I don't know, I'm a scientist.
Okay.
You tell me.
It's pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Do they have an experience of life? It's pretty simple. You test whether somebody is sentient or not.
Well, from what perspective? Is it growing? No, it's not.
Oh, I'm not growing
No.
anymore.
Well, you are growing hair.
No.
You're growing. No, you are.
Pretty much.
Okay, but the
Oh, there's
fucking
mold
English.
growing on this polar, so if you leave it, mold will grow on it. So by that logic, same thing, isn't it?
Well, let's say from perspective of
Plants are not sentient. Listen, I don't want to debate whether plants are sentient or not because I don't care. And if you believe that plants are sentient, that's fine. Should we be killing plants?
Yeah.
We should be killing plants?
Yeah.
So we should be killing all sentient beings. I don't get your position. Like, I don't understand it. You say plants are
if you wanna-
sentient. Now you're saying we should kill plants. Like, what's the point of all of this? I'm trying to fight for the rights of innocent animals. I'm trying for animals to not have their throats cut. What justifies cutting the throats of animals?
What are you gonna feed the people?
Plants.
Then we will kill plants also, like.
Yeah, but as I said, plants are not sentient beings. But if you
And
believe plants are
I
sentient
believe-
beings, sure. If you believe this nonsensical,
degree.
unscientific belief that plants are sentient, that's fine. You can believe unscientific things, right? But the whole point would be that you'd still kill more plants when you consume animal products.
How do you know it's not like scientific thing? that
Sure,
they are
sure.
sentient?
As I said, I don't want to debate this anymore with you because you don't believe in science. They don't have brains. Sentience is an emerging property of brains and central nervous systems. Does a plant have a brain?
No.
Therefore, they're not sentient since we know that
Do they have
sentience comes from
nervous
brains.
system?
No.
No, but they experience heat and they experience
Sure,
light.
just like my phone does. But they don't experience it. They
so
just
they
have
have
sensors
some,
for it.
some
Yeah.
degree of nervous system.
Sure, but they don't have sentience because they don't have a brain to experience all of that. But let's say that plants would be sentient, okay? You still kill more plants in the process.
Okay.
Because animals have to be fed more plants. So it doesn't really matter.
Well, depends on what in English. What area do the plants occupy, like to the animals? Like you need to feed a pig, for example, you need some land for it, and some land to feed it.
Exactly. So you use more land and more plants in the process of consuming animal products.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is it justified to do that?
Well, to some degree.
Why?
If you have a farm.
What justifies it? What justifies cutting the throat of a pig, of a dog? What justifies cutting the throat of a dog?
Well, if I would be, say, Asian, I'm
No,
hungry.
no. According to your values, what justifies cutting the throat of a dog?
Well, situation, I'm dying of hunger.
No. In the same situation, you can choose to eat something else.
Yeah, I'm saying, I can't eat something else. There's nothing to eat. I'm hungry.
Well, no.
I
If you
haven't
can eat
eaten-
something else, it doesn't mean you have nothing to eat. Those are two opposing views. They cannot go at the same time. So, you have plenty of other things to eat, but you choose to kill a dog and eat them.
Why would I choose it?
Because it gives you pleasure, just like you do with other animals.
It doesn't give me pleasure.
Well, you do it for taste pleasure, don't you?
No,
Why do you kill other animals then?
I don't kill other animals.
Or why do you pay others to kill other animals? Let's be pedantic about it, sure, that
Because-
will work.
Because I like chicken breast.
Yeah,
I
so
like
for
to have
pleasure,
a
there you
beef.
go, for taste pleasure. Thank you for proving my point. So is it morally
I didn't
justified to
prove
put...
your pro,
You did. So is it
No.
morally justified to cut the throat of a dog for taste pleasure?
No.
Okay, so why is it justified to cut the throat of a cow for taste pleasure?
You just...
Oh no, I compared an action that you're doing towards one animal with another animal.
No, but you're taking out the individual, like me. Like I don't want to cut a throat for nothing, for pleasure.
Yeah, you do. You cut the throats of... You just said because you like it. That's pleasure. Like is a pleasure. You don't do it out of necessity. You do it because
I
you
don't
like it.
cutting throats. I like eating meat.
Yeah, the same for the person who cuts the throat of a dog. They don't like cutting the throat of a dog. They just like eating the meat of a dog.
Yeah, but they don't like cutting the throat. That's the
Doesn't
point.
matter.
It does matter.
Do you think that the person who commits rape likes raping? They just like sex. They don't like raping per se.
No.
You see, that's the whole thing about it. It's not about. It's about the pleasure
person-
that the individual
the
gets
pers-
from
no.
oppressing. It's not from the oppression that they get pleasure from. It's the product of oppression.
The person who cuts throats because he likes it will cut hundreds of throats and for no reason.
What's the difference between that?
Wait,
Wait,
for
is
no-
there a
for-
difference
no,
between
wait,
me
wait,
cutting
for
somebody's
no
throat for
reason.
pleasure and paying somebody to cut their throat for my pleasure?
I didn't get it.
Is there a difference between me cutting the throat of somebody for pleasure, or me paying somebody to cut their throat for pleasure, for my pleasure? Is there a difference between them? This individual has their throat cut for my pleasure, whether I pay somebody or not, or whether I do it myself. Their throat is being cut for my pleasure. What's the difference?
My brain is not processing weird.
That's okay. That's okay. It's probably because you consume animal products. So it's
Is it a science fact that my brain is?
No, it's not. It's just like a slur
Ah,
that I like to
ah.
do. No. The scientific reality is that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. That's the scientific reality.
Yeah.
The scientific reality is, let me show you. So since you're, the scientific reality. Well, this is what animals go through, and this is what you're trying to justify by saying it's okay to do this to them because I get pleasure from it.
I didn't justify this.
Yeah, you did.
The
You
first
just said.
question you asked me was it for them to be free, like
Yeah.
on a farm, not like
They're not
this.
free on a farm. What are you talking about? Do you think animals are free on a farm?
Yeah.
How are they free on a farm? Please explain to me. If I farm humans, are they free on a farm?
No.
So why would an animal be free on a farm if I farm them?
I thought that we are talking about like mass factories where animals are
Are
caged.
those bad?
Yeah,
Why would those be bad?
because it's not moral.
Why are they not moral?
Because they are not free to move.
Why would we care if they're free to move or not?
Why? Because it's moral. It's in
Why?
humankind.
Why?
I don't know.
So you don't know why? Because the reason why it's wrong for them to not be able to move is the same reason why it's wrong to kill them. Because it goes against their interests. The reason why it's wrong to make an animal suffer is the same reason why it's wrong to kill an animal. Because it goes against their interests. The reason why it's wrong to kill a human is the same reason why it's wrong to kill an animal. Because it goes against their interests. There are situations when it's okay to kill a human, just like there are situations when it's okay to kill an animal.
Is it okay to kill a human?
Yeah, there are situations when it's okay to kill a human.
When?
For example, when it's self-defense, it will be okay to kill a human. For example, when a human being is suffering and they ask for you to kill them, that's a situation where it's okay to kill a human. There's a lot of situations.
Would you kill a human if he asked you to kill him?
Probably I could not do it, so no.
Yeah.
But that
But
doesn't
why?
mean that if somebody chooses to do it would be immoral if that person asks them to do so. That's why I'm in favor of people who choose to end their life early. Because they don't want to
Okay.
live anymore, right? It's their choices, as long as they're going through psychological treatment. So there are situations where killing individuals can be moral, but when you choose to kill an individual for your own pleasure, or you choose to pay somebody to kill an individual for your own pleasure, how is that justified?
What? You said a few sentences back that you can thrive on plant-based diet.
You can, yeah.
Well, you need some meat.
No, you don't. You can pull up ChatGPT if you want. You can Google it. My phone is over there, so I can't really do it. But you can pull up ChatGPT or Google and see that you don't need any form of animal product.
Well, I've been studying nutrition as well.
I'm a certified
and-
nutritionist.
Okay, good for you.
So tell me exactly, what is it that you need from animal products that you can't get from plants?
I know that certain. What's the word in English?
You're gonna have to name them.
Amino acids. Is it in English?
Which amino acids?
The essential ones.
The all 9 essential amino acids are found in all plants.
No, but they are found in meat more.
They're not found in meat more. They're found in the same amount in soy products, for example. They're
Well-
complete protein. And you don't. It doesn't really matter. If you study nutrition, you would know that it doesn't really matter because as long
Yeah,
as you eat,
it's the same molecule. I know, but there are like fats and other things that helps you digest it, like animal fats.
which animal fats?
I don't know.
But you said you'd know. You said like, don't you think you would need to have some form of good justification for putting an animal through this, other than I don't know, other than making a claim that is unsubstantiated and unscientific? Also, while studying nutrition, as you claim.
Well, I studied it at matter level, so yeah, I think.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, we don't need any form of animal products. And if you don't believe me, as I said, you can Google it right now in front of me and prove me wrong. But you
okay,
know
I
that
trust you.
that's true. We don't need to consume animal products. You know that this is fucked up what we do to animals. Why are you trying to justify this bullshit? Like, you see me as your enemy or whatever. I don't care. But this is nothing.
Bro, are you
What we
rage
do to
baiting or
animals.
something like that?
No, I'm just trying to understand exactly why are you trying to justify this? Why? Like, what's the point? Why are you trying?
Because
Like, you see, it's clear you don't like it. Like, you wouldn't put this in your house as a painting and say like, oh yeah, I want to see this every time I eat because this is what I pay for. You wouldn't, but you pay for it to happen. And the reason why you wouldn't want to see it is because you see it's fucking horrific what we do to them. And we don't need to do this to them.
I
Why?
don't think it's horrific. I think it's normal.
You think cutting the throat of an innocent animal like this? I mean,
Yeah.
wait a minute. By normal, do you mean that it happens?
When we went to grandma's, when I was young, it was normal.
Doesn't mean that it's okay, man. Just because it's
Why?
normal doesn't mean it's okay. Slavery was normal at some
Yeah,
point.
okay.
It didn't make it
That's
okay.
the point, but it's meat. It's been part of our nature for tens of
So
thousands
was
of years.
slavery. So was women not having rights. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean we should continue in that position. We're in a position right now where we don't need to do this to them.
I don't know.
What is it about it that you think
About
it's
the
okay?
meat?
Oh, about this meat, you can get plant-based meat, man. If you really are so obsessed with meat,
I like meat.
you
yeah.
can get plant-based meat.
That doesn't taste same.
No, but does the taste difference really justify cutting the throat of an innocent animal like this?
Yeah.
It does. So for you,
Yeah.
you're saying that
Because
10
it's-
minutes of
it's-
your taste pleasure is justified the whole life of an
It's my
innocent animal.
freedom to eat this.
Yeah, just like it was the freedom of
choose.
people to enslave others, just like it was the freedom of
Yeah,
people
and
to
it
treat
isn't.
women like objects.
And it isn't now.
No, it isn't. But if you were born in that time, you would have been a slave owner.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you proud to be that person who just goes along with what everyone else says
I
instead of
don't know.
thinking for yourself?
I think for myself, I want to eat meat. That's the point.
Doesn't sound like you think for yourself because you don't have a moral justification for saying
Well,
this
you're
is okay.
trying to think.
No, I'm
for
trying to speak up
myself,
for animals. I don't give
so
a fuck what you put in your mouth. If you want to put in your
Well,
mouth,
then
if
you
you
don't
want to
care,
put body
okay.
parts of animals in your mouth, go ahead and put body parts of animals in your mouth.
Yeah,
But they would
okay.
need to consent to it. Otherwise, if you want to put their penis, their ass in your mouth, do all that. I don't have a problem with that. But they need to consent it. If they can't consent it, then it would be immoral. Do you understand that?
No,
You don't understand what consent is?
I don't know what it is in English. Consent. What
Consent means somebody accepts that you do this to them. You need somebody
Yeah.
to
Oh,
accept
okay.
that you do this to them. And if they
Okay.
cannot tell you that they accept it, then you just don't do it. If a human being cannot tell you that it's okay to do something to them, you don't just assume that it's okay.
Okay.
It's the same with an animal. You don't just assume it's okay to cut their throat and put their body parts in your mouth
Well.
because you get pleasure from it.
Okay. What if they are old and sick?
If they're old and sick, you kill them out of mercy, but that's not
Yeah.
why you kill animals.
And maybe if I would, then it would be okay.
If you kill an animal for their mercy, yeah, I don't have a problem with mercy
Okay.
killings.
And if I eat them after that, so it doesn't.
If you want to eat your grandma
Yeah.
after she's died, I don't have a problem with that. Just like
Why
I don't
would
have a problem.
Why would I eat my grandma?
Why would you eat an animal after they
Because it's a
die?
different species.
Okay, if you want to eat your dog after they're dead, I don't care.
Yeah, if I would be in Asia, that would be normal.
Listen, like you keep mixing things up with it happens in some countries, it's normal.
you're
That's
jumping
not
from-
the point.
from one
No,
to
I'm just trying
other.
to explain to you that if you yourself right now
We
your
went
dog
from eating
dies
meat
and you want to
to
eat
a
your
flat
dog,
earth.
I don't have a problem. If you yourself want to eat another animal who you find a dead animal on the street and you want to eat a dead animal, I mean, I think it's bad, but I'm not going to
Yeah, I
stand
think
in
it's-
your way. So if you want to do that, my problem is bringing into existence sentient beings, using them and then killing them. And this is what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why not stop?
Well, why not change it so they could have a better life?
I don't care if they have a good life. Slavery was not bad because they had a bad life. Slavery was bad because of slavery. This isn't bad because they have a bad life. This is bad because they have they're slaves. They're exploited. Animals are slaves for you. You realize that, right? They're brought into existence, kept in a place where they are not allowed to leave that place, whether it's small or big.
Well,
They're fed whatever the farmer says, and they get killed when the farmer says. And a lot of the times, I'm sure you don't know this, but they're killed as babies. You're eating babies a lot of the times.
well, I choose to not buy baby products, so
You choose to not buy what?
the baby meat products and.
How would you know? You buy chickens. Chickens are killed at 40 days in most situations, 2 months at best, and they can live 10 years. They're always babies. The chickens, the broiler chickens that we grow for meat, are always killed as babies.
Well, depends. Like 2 months is a lot for a chicken.
They can live 10 years.
Yeah, but
2 months out of
What
10
is-
years.
what
What
is
is 2
adulting?
months out of
What
10
is-
years?
when
What
does-
percentage is 2 months out of 10 years?
well, when does the chicken adults, eh?
What percentage is 2 months out of 10 years?
What percentage is 2 months after 100 years? Like,
It's 1.5%. You can live 100 years if somebody
but
kills
you
you
said
at
it's
1
a
year and a
baby,
half. Hell, if
but-
somebody kills you at 5 years old, is that fair towards you?
how does
How is
that
it-
prove your point?
Well, how is it fair to kill an animal at 1% of their lifespan?
But you said it was a baby. I said it was an adult already.
It's not an adult. Their
It's
body
adult
is like an
chicken.
adult because we selectively bred them to grow like an adult, but they're still babies in their head. They just had 2 months to
How
live.
do you know they are babies in their head?
Because again, they're at 1.5% of their lifespan. They don't just grow to adults that fast. And even let's imagine, fuck it, I don't care. They're adults. How is it justified to kill them as adults? I don't get it.
For meat, as I said, for meat.
But you seem like you're like. Do you understand that you don't need to, and you can get plant-based
Yeah,
meat?
I know. Sometimes it's a lot. You know.
Yeah, your pleasure. Yeah, your taste
no,
pleasure.
It's. What's the opposite of cheaper?
It's more expensive.
Yeah, more expensive.
It's cheaper to be plant-based.
No.
Yes,
at
it
my,
is.
At my home country,
100%
not.
everywhere.
No.
In the Czech Republic?
Yeah.
Dude, yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Nobody's eating their plant-based.
We have studies
options.
showing that yeah, tofu is much cheaper than meat.
Well, tofu.
Oh,
if you like
oh,
it.
well, tofu. There we go. So we have options, right? How is it justified for you to cut the throat of an animal?
Because I want to eat the meat, the real meat.
Yeah, okay, we're going in circles. It's pretty clear you don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is pleasure justifies killing animals.
I'm not saying anything like that.
Well, you said
you're
because you
putting-
like.
you're
I asked.
putting
No, no.
words to my
I'm
mouth.
not.
Yeah.
I asked you simply, what justifies killing an innocent animal? And you said because I like it, because I like the meat. That's what you said. So pleasure, the pleasure you get from the meat, justifies killing an animal. Correct?
The pleasure I get justifies.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
No,
I just repeated it to you. Okay,
No.
what justifies killing an innocent animal?
because it's my free choice to have meat.
Okay, it's my free choice to punch people. Does that justify me punching people? It's okay if you're illogical, man. You just have to be trust to be a little bit more logical about your choices. It's okay. Stop being an animal abuser, okay? Just stop being an animal abuser. It's not nice to abuse animals. Animal abusers are not nice, okay? Tone. Tone, fuck you. I wasn't being ableist. This person was just. Jesus Christ. You can't fix stupid. Yeah. What about local ethically raised meat? How is that any way better? I'm trying to understand. How is. Wait a minute. I'm trying to understand. How exactly is. I'm not gonna show you again. Go back to Romania, you lazy welfare bastard! Well, first of all, I'll bid you not, I am the Dutch person, okay? I have Dutch citizenship, so going back to Romania is not really an option for me anymore. But I appreciate you being concerned for my well-being, first of all. Second of all, if you're claiming that I'm on welfare, I am not. I wish I were, really, but I don't get welfare, sadly. I actually had to pay more taxes than a lot of people who don't pay taxes here. In fact, then I paid more taxes last year than a lot of rich people did last year. So sadly, also that doesn't happen. So I don't really get any of the benefits of the taxes that I pay, really. But I appreciate you saying all that. Now, any of that has absolutely nothing to do. I mean, I appreciate you being concerned for my well-being, but none of that has anything to do with the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of sentient beings, of innocent animals, for the product that you don't need. So whether you like me or not, whether you think I should go to another country or not because you just think that I would be better off in that country or something because you're so concerned about my well-being, that's fine. You can be concerned about me while at the same time choose to not oppress animals. That's all I'm saying, okay? Stop oppressing innocent animals. At the end of the day, all of them deserve to live, you know, just like you do. The reason why you deserve to live is not because you were magically born with 2 legs and 2 arms and they were born with 4 legs instead of that. No. We all deserve to live because we're sentient beings, because we experience life, and because on account of us experiencing life, we also don't want that experience of life to end or to be fucked with. Chip is so sarcastic and rude. No wonder he fails to convince non-vegans. I think you misspelled non-vegans, first of all. And second, I think you're wrong. A lot of people did get convinced. Gay! Thank you for calling me gay! When you call me gay on this channel, it means cool. And some man said that I'm gay, that means I'm cool. So thank you so much. Some FL man, I really appreciate you. Thank you for calling me gay. I really appreciate that. That's a huge compliment for me today. So I appreciate you. You are not Dutch. Well, my passport says otherwise, so that's okay. Go to Buddhist temples. Most of these monks are vegans. I don't know. No, they're not. I actually been to a lot of Buddhist temples where most of them were not vegan, so I don't see what the point is there. It doesn't though? Yeah, it does. It does. Gay means cool. Gay is a slur for cool. And yes, I am being sarcastic and rude to people who continuously defend animal abuse. That's right. Tell me how you're helping save animals by being vegan when you're destroying their habitats to make more commercial farms pumping out organic veggies. Well, first of all, I'm against organic also, FYI, but I appreciate you, Thomas Manning, for being concerned with the scientific position that I'm in. I really appreciate it when people are concerned and try to make me a better person. If people try to make me a better person, it's the only way that I can truly be a better person. So I can tell you right here, right now, no, I am not buying organic veggies because organic is essentially like a scam. It's just a marketing ploy for people. It means nothing more. Second, would we be using more land to produce the same amount of calories and nutrition? No, we would not. In fact, most of the studies on this planet, not most, I haven't seen a single study showing anything otherwise, but all the studies show that you can produce more food, more protein, more calories with less land if you produce plant-based foods. Before Dutch, the passport you hold proves you are that nationality. Yeah, which I'm Dutch, so there you go. You know what? I am done for the day. I have to start working on logistics and roadmap. Okay. Europeans are pussies. Oh, thank you for calling me a pussy. I fucking love pussies, man. I love it. I love them. I don't know about you, man. I freaking love them. All of them. So if you're calling me a pussy, you're calling me something I love. So why? Thank you. I appreciate that. Why is your nose so big? My nose is so big because I come from a family that has big noses. Genetics. Creep. Let's see. More people just shitting on me instead of actually tackling the argument. Meat has been eaten for thousands of years. Chill out, Chip. Not everyone wants to eat plants all their life. Well, just in case, I don't really care that we have been doing it for centuries. We did also slavery for centuries, and we repealed we took away the rights from women for centuries. Doesn't mean we should just do it because we did it for centuries. It's kind of a weird thing to say because right now I could start a movement that just punches people on the street, and we could be doing that for centuries. Hell, I'll teach my kids, I'll teach they'll teach their kids and so on. They'll teach other people. We'll make a school, whatever. Doesn't really matter. We can make a thing happen for a long time. Doesn't make it right if we make it for a long time happen. It can still be an injustice even if you do it for a long time. And whether you don't want to eat plants your whole life or not, well, that's okay. You can eat whatever you want, you know, like if you don't want to eat plants your whole life, you can just scavenge around and find any dead animals on the ground and eat those. What my problem is demanding the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of sentient beings. So, you know, they deserve to live equally. If I would say I don't want to eat what's available to me right now, I just want to continue eating humans or dogs, it wouldn't be justified because I want to, would it? Bro, you're so pale. I think you need more meat. Well, I'm a bit pale because I applied sunscreen because I don't want to get radiation on my face. I don't, you know, I would like my skin to be good as I grow older. I'm almost 40 and I have pretty good skin, I say, for almost 40, but you know. Have you got a dog or a cat? No, I don't know. You can't bust a grape, bro. I can't bust a grape? What the fuck does that mean? I'm not even pale, it's true, John, but that's okay. Dutch is an ethnicity, not a nationality. Well, my passport says otherwise. It's so funny to say that. You can't bust a coconut. Oh, that's funny. Big nose, pale, no logical arguments, just personal attack. Yeah, people really love me, huh? You guys are so weird trying to make Netherlands the US. Chip literally became a citizen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Axel. Animals are not human. Your logic is flawed. Well, no, but humans are animals. You look good. Thank you. You not even address legitimate points. I'm sorry, was there any legitimate points from you? It has contributed to our evolution in regards to the amino acids. Oh, that's the genetic fallacy, prairie farmhand. If you thought that was a good point, it wasn't. That's a genetic fallacy, claiming that something helped us evolve, therefore we should continue doing it, is a genetic fallacy. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean we should continue doing it. For instance, you could argue and make the case that certain wars in our history, in our past of humanity, made us and brought us to who we are right now. It doesn't mean we should continue doing them. So if that was your argument, it doesn't really mean anything, because all the amino acids that we need, all 20 amino acids that we digest and all the 9 essential amino acids that we need are found in all plants in varying amounts. So yeah. It has contributed to our intellectual evolution. This is a proven fact. Yeah, maybe, first of all, it's not a proven fact. The science isn't out on that to say that it's because we consumed animal products. A lot of the times it's because we ate more more energy-dense foods, which were meat in the situation, yes. There was meat in a situation when it was more energy-dense. But right now, we don't have that issue anymore. We can find energy-dense foods without exploiting and slaughtering innocent animals. The vegan anthem claims I'm not vegan. You are the ego. I'm not vegan. I don't know. I don't know the vegan anthem if you're talking to me or not, but I am vegan, yeah. There's a lot of theories about why we became so intelligent. You know, there's the retrovirus theory. There's energy-dense foods. There's a lot of things, but none of them mean anything today, because it's not like we have studies today showing that we can thrive on plant-based products, so it doesn't mean anything. That's all we need to know. We have world population exploding, creating in more demand for food, especially protein. Creating more demands for food, especially protein. Perfect, prairie farmhand, because it takes between 2 to 8 times more land to produce 1 gram of animal protein versus 1 gram of plant protein. So you're right about that. That we should be switching to a plant-based system, because that would create more. We would provide more food. Yeah. Wait, what's up with the vegan anthem? Is the vegan anthem "You are not vegan"? Deport me to Sweden before we deport Chip to Romania. Grow a pair? What about milk? Well, cows are forcefully inseminated so that they get pregnant, because they only produce milk after they have babies. You know, they're mammals. I would say that's wrong to begin with. Then they take the babies away from their mothers because we want to take the milk, you know, and if the baby drinks the milk, we won't have enough. So that's another problem. Then we kill the babies if they're male because they don't produce milk. And with the females, we kill them when their milk production declines, which is about a quarter of their natural lifespan. I would say all of it is kind of fucked up, so we shouldn't be doing that to any of them. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't really matter. Maybe smaller populations would be better than outgrowing our planet. Oh, so prairie farmhand eventually bit every bullet until he got to this idea that maybe people should die because that's better for our planet. Well, that's where the argument eventually leads to, you know. The argument eventually, when you go against the vegan argument, which is such a highly logical and good position to be in, you always end up in a highly illogical, ridiculous position like that. So, no, sadly, prairie farmhand, I see you reach that position. Carrying capacity and conflict of moral interest is resulting in a wild circus politically and ethically. Sure. What do you think about plants that eat insects? Well, plants that eat insects still do it in a mechanical way. I hope you know that. They have literally a trigger. Like if a rock drops in there, they will still try to close that and digest it. They won't be able to because they don't have anything to digest a rock, but they will still try. That just proves that they're not sentient, that they don't know what they're doing. An animal knows what they're doing, you know. Meat gives you testosterone. No meat, you become gay. So you become cool? I don't know, man. I would want to be cool. And meat gives you testosterone? I don't know what to tell you about that statement. That's not factually true. Testosterone is produced by your body, and one important factor for having a high level of testosterone is good heart health and good blood circulation, and that means low saturated fat, so that your LDL-C and ApoB are low, which are good indications for low risk of heart disease. So the only way to get low saturated foods, I mean, you can get low saturated fat foods also by eating animals, but it's very difficult. The easiest way to have a low saturated fat diet would be to still consume plants. Not to mention that fiber will decrease your chances of heart disease and thus increase your chances of higher testosterone. So, the whole thing is this idea that you claiming that testosterone is increased by eating meat is completely nonsensical. What's your hat made of, clown? I don't think my hat is made of clown. I think it's made of some plastic and some material, but it's not made of clown for sure. Liberty is my concern. The liberty to eat it or not eat it is the main concern, says Prairie Farmhand. That's okay, Prairie Farmhand. Do you think we should have the liberty to eat other humans? If we want to? If your liberty is your concern, then if I want to start killing and eating humans, I should be allowed to, right? After all, that's your concern. Liberty. Why is it that we don't have the liberty to kill dogs and eat them? Why is it that we don't have liberty to kill humans and eat them? Ah, yes, that's why. Because we acknowledge they're individuals, and we acknowledge that by doing so, we're violating the rights of somebody. So we should not have the liberty to violate somebody else's rights. Yeah, so if we shouldn't have that right, why all of a sudden should we have the rights to violate the rights of other animals? Yeah, doesn't really make sense, does it? Animal and human don't have the same autonomy. Well, humans are animals, and we do have the same autonomy requirements. Our autonomy, our desire for autonomy doesn't come from our intellectual capacity. Our desire for autonomy is inherent to us. We were born in it on account that we are sentient beings. And because we are sentient beings, we want autonomy. It's not because you have some form of intellectual capacity. No. Because by that logic, I should have more autonomy than you if I'm more intellectually capable. The vegan anthem, I don't know why you're so upset. Maybe send me a message on Instagram and explain to me why you're so upset. But if you're in the chat here, you're a vegan and you're in this chat here, let's not have a dispute over what it is that's making you upset. You can send me a private message and we can discuss it, okay? Animals are here with us, not for us. They are not objects. They are breathing, feeling, sentient beings. Completely agree with you. Domestic livestock, here we go. The objectification has started from Prairie Farmhand. Evolved the way they have because of our intervention. What happens when we no longer intervene and they have no biological niche to fulfill? They won't be brought into existence? What do you mean? They won't be... What happens when we no longer intervene? Well, if you're so concerned about them, Prairie Farmhand, you can make sure that they stay alive. But to claim that I'm concerned about them being alive, that's why I killed them, that's kind of ridiculous statement, right? Oh, I don't want people to be killed. That's why I choose to kill them myself. Come on. Eating plants raises your estrogen. That's why most vegans have no muscles. Yeah, you're right. No muscles whatsoever. And this with the injury, yeah? Jesus, absolutely no muscles. Yeah, I'm muscle deficient. Yeah. What if I only eat evil animals? I don't know what that means. There's no such thing as evil, but if you want to create a quantifier that judges whether somebody is evil or not based on how they're born or the species they're born in, if you want to be a speciesist or a racist, I mean, it's bad. Don't do that. By your logic, you should not be living in a home. Wait, Ben. Or wearing clothes. You're affecting and killing animals by doing that. Yeah, that's not my logic, though, is it? I'm not saying if there's accidental or incidental deaths. I mean, you should obviously try to stop those. I'm opposing the oppression of innocent animals. I'm opposing the exploitation of them. I'm opposing this idea that we bring them into existence to use them and then kill them. It's not just the killing that's the problem. It's the sheer treating them like mere objects, treating individuals like objects simply because we can, simply because we get pleasure from it or whatever ridiculous statement you may have from it. That's the problem. It's not just the killing. The killing is part of it, but it's not just that. Yeah. And even if I would have a position that's only against killing, let's say, you would have to acknowledge that killing because you want something out of their body is different than killing because they're on your land, because there's a difference there. And FYI, all this concern about animals being killed in house production or anything, I agree with you. It's an issue. We should tackle it. And if you provide me with a solution on how to tackle it, I'll gladly take it. It's good to be a speciesist. Humans are not animals. Oh yes, humans are animals. We are vertebrates. We are of the group Animalia. Yeah, we're definitely animals. I don't know what to tell you. Happy animals have better tasting meat, just like plants. Happy plants give better harvest. No, plants cannot be happy because they don't have emotions. And claiming that happy animals have better tasting meat is like claiming that women should be happy because it's easier to have sex with them or something. It's a form of objectification of animals. Don't do that. Women or men, for that matter, of course, because you can't objectify both. It's also laziness because you'd have to learn a new eating routine. Yeah, for a lot of people it is that indeed. For a lot of people it's just, I'm too lazy to change. I don't think that's a good enough justification, I don't think, oh yeah, you're right, you're too lazy, you should just continue enslaving people. You're too lazy to pay other people. Oh, your business wouldn't work if you have to actually pay people to produce that, to get that cotton. You're right, you should continue doing slavery because that's the only way. Mushrooms are sentient. No, they're not. No humans come from God. I agree with you. No humans come from God because there is no God. But yes, you are animals more like an ape and a rat, mashallah. Yeah, all humans are animals, yeah. Are you a socialist too? Do I believe that the means of production should be owned by the people doing the work? Do I think that if you work, you should receive equal remuneration as everyone else? Do I think that do I believe in meritocracy? Essentially, if you work harder, you should receive more than it's somebody who works less. Yeah, I believe in all that. Sure. I think fairness, but when it comes to an economical system, fairness is a little bit more complex, isn't it? But I do believe we should be striving towards more fairness. And yes, that does involve at least some form of socialism, which I'm sure a lot of you, even the far-right individuals, believe in. For instance, I think there isn't any single person out there who doesn't believe that, I don't know, you should have the right for the firemen to come to your house if there's a fire. I think you do definitely think that, right? If your house is on fire, then you should have protection, a right, so that you call a phone number and somebody comes and puts out that fire. That's a socialist thing, right? You all pay for it. We all pay some people so that in case there's a fire, they come in there and save you. It's a socialist thing. It's coming from the government. But yeah, we're here to speak for animals, not anything else. It all leads to an overregulated nanny state. Evidence? Trust me, bro. Yeah. I would say that if you probably live in US, since prairie farmhand, because based on your belief, I would assume so, I would say look into Western Europe and see the fact that a healthy mixture between socialism and capitalism is actually pretty good. That's where I land, honestly. But I'm leading more and more towards this idea that capitalism may never be good, because I don't think it can ever be truly fair. I don't think it's fair if, take for instance, I worked in the previous company and I worked hard. I developed new ideas. Hell, I have patents in my name. And well, the company made the money for the patents. The CEO was paid $150 million a year, and I wasn't getting any of that, was I? So no, it's not fair. It's not. So what is the fair system? I don't know. Some people see, like this person calls me a communist. I don't think communism is necessarily fair. I think some forms of socialism are definitely the way to go. But I don't have nearly enough knowledge to know which one is the right one. But there's a little spider over here. I'm gonna put my bag here. Communism is too gay for me. That's fine. You know, as I said, I don't think that's necessarily the solution. And being gay is cool. So, you know, you'd rather stay not cool? That's up to you. Do you say how little of a person he must be to still support Trump? Sad. Whatever. I don't care about your politics, to be honest. I'm not here to defend one position or another. I have my own views, and I think you can have a different view on politics. You should still discuss and try to get to some form of quote unquote objective truth, or some form of factual statements, right? Like maybe bring in numbers or something like that when you're making decisions. I don't think it should all just be based on feelings and opinions when it comes to politics. But luckily, animal rights has nothing to do with politics. Being vegan has nothing to do with politics. Being vegan is strictly about not oppressing animals, and whether you're on the left, the right, the far left, or the far right, it applies the same thing. Nobody benefits from exploiting animals. The animals don't, you don't, the system doesn't, economically, morally, whatever you want to name it. Oppressing animals is not required, and it's worse for us, it's worse for the animals, it's worse for everyone. I'm American, but at least I'm gay. Federal wayfinding, okay. Just saying, don't oppress animals. That's why I'm here to speak about, okay? Don't oppress animals. Don't oppress animals. Keep your politics, whatever you want. Don't oppress animals. That's what I'm here to talk about, okay? We don't need to be forcing them into slaughterhouses. We don't need to be exploiting them, treating them like objects. And if you're concerned or you don't know what it is that I'm speaking to, maybe you just dropped in and you're like, what the fuck's happening here? It's okay. There's a 3-minute video. Maybe one of the mods can drop the 3-minute video. There's a 3-minute video that you can watch. It takes 3 minutes out of your life, and you will understand what it is that animals go through, and then you will be able to make up your mind whether you want to be the person who forces these innocent animals into that position, whether you want to be that person who puts them in this oppressive position. That's all that is. Personally, I'd see how one can be far right and an animal rights activist. Veganism is the rejection of slavery and murder of animals. Exactly. I will be live again maybe tomorrow. It depends on the weather, but if not, for sure on Friday. And I might be on my second channel. We'll see, right? Because we want more non-vegans. We'll see. Maybe I'll publish more shorts or something to get more non-vegans to join here. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Watch the 3-minute video, please, if you're not vegan. And if you are vegan, please find it in your get up your butts if you're get up your butts if you're vegan, and try to do some activism, whatever that means. Go on Discord, go on the street, join a group. You will benefit from it. Yeah, Dister, thank you for putting it here. Okay, you see Dister just dropped that. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in a couple of days. I don't know who commented last because it's been a while. I'm sorry. I'm going to the University of Utah tomorrow, says Axel. Awesome. Take care, everyone. I hope you've subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll be live either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, okay? And we're going to keep fighting for the animals. We're not going to stop. We're going to try to be more optimal and fight, okay? Thank you, Haz. And also, by the way, we got a bunch of amazing activists right here in the chat already. Haz Vegan is an amazing activist. Martin is an amazing activist. Salgan. All of you guys, I've seen you guys. You come in here, you have conversations. That's already activism, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Louis also.